Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Console Gaming League here on this fine Sunday, June 28th. And it's an exciting Apex Duos kill race here for you on display today. I am Corbec, joined here in the broadcasting booth by Llama with Skate Action on the production. I have been informed that Skate's internet is not the best right now, so unfortunately you might see a couple of delays, maybe some hiccups in the stream production. Nothing to panic about, and hopefully it'll all level out. How are you feeling today, Llama? How are you feeling about some Apex action here on the respective consoles?
Oh, living the dream. Really, really hyped up to see some awesome action. Really ready to see the new buffs, nerfs, everything we saw with Wraith, Lifeline, Octane. See if that affects if people are not going to play Wraith, if people are going to play more Lifeline with that new res. We'll have to see.
Yeah, tons of interesting patch notes that came in for this Lost Treasures event. I think we can talk about them, but let's go ahead and move over to the big board now so we can at least get the streams up here so you guys can see what's going on. And as we make that transition, in the top left-hand corner, you will see CFG. Top right-hand corner is Sin Bravo. Bottom left-hand corner is Arc Flash Esports. And then bottom right-hand corner is Insane ISN. So it's worth pointing out that today's kill race sponsored by NHG, who are providing our entire prize pool for today, all $500. Over 150 players signed up to make this event possible. So thank you very much, NHG. We really appreciate your support in this. And as always, we're happy to partner with people to get these Apex events off the board because they are good fun, Llama. But yeah, it was interesting the patch note changes that have come through. And looking across these teams right now, I mean, we see kind of the Wraith Lifeline combo for a lot of these duos, or at least two that we have on display here. And then an Octane Pathfinder bottom right-hand corner, top left corner, it looks like CFG is running a sort of far more interesting Bangalore Pathfinder. But do you think that Wraith Lifeline is like the new hotness?
I don't know. The Wraith is kind of questionable because with the new nerf turret, you can't just like escape with 1 health left with your tactical. So you have to be really, really smart with it. But I mean, Wraith still is. You can still go invincible, and that portal is really, really helpful. And with the new Lifeline res, I mean, she's just insane. So I think it is probably pretty good. But I do think the Bangalore is pretty interesting. And the top left, we see CFG running that.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd choice here. Top 3 actually for CFG, so clearly working out for them as they have 6 kills on the board right now. At least that CFG Lars there, who's got those 5 kills and 6 kills. And you know, we know that Lars and Shex, we've seen them before in some of our Apex kill races. They're very talented players, both of them. So I would kind of expect them to do well here. But certainly, yeah, the Bangalore Pathfinder combo, especially these days, right, with the recent changes to Pathfinder, not exactly something I would stake a lot of value on. Bangalore, of course, I think has made largely unscathed through the most recent round of kind of patches and nerfs, or untouched, perhaps is the better word. Great little scout angle there. Checking the high ground. Excuse me. Good lord.
I mean, it's interesting. We saw a team play Caustic in the last tournament, and they won with it, but like it didn't work out the rest of the tournament. So maybe it works for this one game, maybe it doesn't work for the rest. But they're top 3 here pushing this other team. So
yeah, and a hard push it is. The Mastiff coming out there, easy secure of the kill. Shex finishing off the other duo on the back end. YouTube, it's Joe's bro. Sorry, bud. Maybe don't clip that one. Or maybe you do.
They take high ground.
One team left. Yeah, they abandoned it real quickly there, though, Llama. They don't even want to hold on to it.
No. It's only ring 3, so like they do have some team. The team could be like probably anywhere else around the map, and they don't know where they are. So
I will say they do have a little bit of an advantage here, and we see this many times in our kill races, right? The fact that teams kind of get crushed in these last stages, you end up just hunting for like a needle in a haystack. I will say they do have the advantage of this ring is actually partly over the edge of the map, so at least they're bubbling someone. There's a limited number of approach routes here, right, as they kind of come into the pit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they are splitting up, which is what we saw a few teams do last time, and sometimes splitting up does work, and you see them and you can group back up, but sometimes it doesn't work and one of you just dies and the other one dies. So it'd be interesting to see. I don't think they've seen him out yet, and they're still searching around this pit area.
Yeah, the splitting up strat, I mean, is one that, you're right, is quite common. It's interesting to note, though, it's usually heroes with a bit more mobility abilities, and it's not that Pathfinder doesn't fall in that category, because he certainly does I mean, it's in the name, right? He's supposed to be a scout, but I mean, with the recent buffs to his grappling hook, his ability to transition spaces quickly has definitely been significantly reduced. Bangalore, on the other hand, though, really not anything, right? Like, not a movement-based character at all. And they got a couple of pings now on this, and I do kind of wonder if they have... Yeah, sure enough, they've got sight. Somebody diving on Shex over there.
Just, like, totally ripped out, but I'll get the shield bat off on. Yes,
Good
Ocean
shots
Pixel.
coming in.
Chat, this is a console tournament.
Trying to finish off there on the ground. Great job by Lars. That Mastiff coming in big. Now that it's part of the kind of the regular weapon rotation, a lot of people falling in love with it or making good work of it, I should say. Llama, in a lot of regards. I think they've lost track of the other person, but not for long. I don't know, get the finish kill.
There it is.
That's a solid start for them.
That 9 kills off of the board, and then probably a few more on the Pathfinder. I don't actually know. We'll have to see here.
Yeah, we will get a quick recap there before we transition back to the big board. Or 21 kills and a first place finish is actually a really good way to start the day for duos. Nothing to complain about there.
Yeah, definitely. Huge win for them. That's like you said, giant. Even especially for duos, 21 kills is a lot for them. Plus a win, so that's good. Now we're back to the big board here.
Kick it back to the big board. It is interesting though. We were talking about the changes, particularly to Wraith, who has in a lot of ways been everybody's favorite creature for a while, I think, in this game, right? We basically saw Wraith as the must pick in a lot of compositions, kind of right up there with Pathfinder in terms of the fact that this is a person you almost always want to have in your team. But the changes that came in, they are specifically made, right, to prevent her using her ultimate as escape ability. I believe the developers have actually said that was their intended purpose.
Yeah, they also reduced her portal range, so now they reduced it by 25%. So now that the portal isn't just so much that just like you can escape and go further distance, it's just supposed to be to reposition in a fight now, which is I think a huge nerf because she was meant to be like the invincible, just escape out of any fight character.
Right. I mean, I think it is pushing things back towards the idea that they have often expressed, right, which is that Wraith should be a scout. And we do see teams running her like that. Obviously, probably not in the duos format, but we do see teams running her like that in the sense that you kind of send the Wraith out ahead of time, and then she peels back and runs off, right? Gets back to the team, they reset, they have a better way of knowing where to go or to position themselves, what have you. Really kind of forcing her into that and letting her be less of an escape artist. And it's a great kill up there by Sin Bravo in the top right-hand corner with that Hemlock.
Yeah,
just
very good,
bursting somebody down.
Hemlock, not one of my favorite. I can't really hit my shots on it, but if you can hit all 3 bursts on it every time, then super good. Most of these teams, we got 2 teams in mid game, one with 12 squads, one with 10, and then 2 people look like one team just dropped, which we just saw the win on CFG, and we got the kind of mid game, 20 squads left, maybe early game for Insane.
Oh, it's a bit of a rough situation down there for Arc Flash, actually. Engaged in a 1v1 gunfight, gets brought down. Fortunately, right there on the back end to get him back up, so that'll keep them up in those top 8 squads with 4 kills as the heal drone goes out. Now, that's the other big change worth talking about in terms of our, recent meta updates. Lifeline's new ability, right, the heal drone as a res shield deploy machine is a pretty significant change and one that I think has made that character significantly stronger, though not necessarily maybe in the duos format.
Not necessarily in the duos format. I've definitely seen it a lot in trios. Like I'm playing against them. Like we get two teammates down, and the lifeline just reses one with her drone and one herself gets the whole team back up. But I mean, in duos, it can be good just because like she can put down the shield and it can res them while she fights them off. But like you said, not as useful as in the trios format.
Right, indeed. It's certainly an interesting change to her kit and a good effort, I think, to just kind of make her more relevant. I think they did strip out, though, her fast healing abilities, if I remember correctly, in return for adding that aspect of her kit. And you can see Lifeline flying down here, picked up on the sonar in the bottom left-hand corner as they're just going to storm the gates of the fortress. Comes straight in. Shots coming out, though. Forced to pull out the wingman. Gets lasered down at point-blank range by the Mastiff. Fortunately, again, on the back swoop is the teammate who does lift them out, and they will continue on their run there. All of these squads we have on stream, barring, I think, CFG that hit that great first win and are actually requeued, are now sitting at quite comfortably in the mid game, though a decent amount of kills for Arc Flash, almost the same amount on the top right corner of Sim Bravo.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of kills. Nine squads left, top right, and then we got, I think, 5 in the bottom left. So that's pretty. A lot of teams are in mid game. CFG is actually right back into mid game with 14 squads left, and then we also got Insane with 11. So we're going into Arc Flash here, on zooming in on them and see if they can maybe take this win here.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here, and I understand that some teams maybe are struggling to hit the submit button. We are taking a look at that right now, and we are trying to figure it out. It looks like things may be struggling a little bit in terms of our code on the back end. We're working on that to figure it out. I do apologize. If you guys just, I guess, keep a record of your games, maybe for submittal, I'm not really sure. I'll wait for some sort of official instruction from our tournament admins. Do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But as long as you have record of the games, you have the photos of your final scoreboards, time-stamped or whatever, we can go ahead and enter them.
And if you didn't see, it looks like Lifeline here has the Devo on Arc Flash. So one of the super strong guns she picked up off the body of somebody else in that last fight. Probably help them win out this next one, and maybe help them take the win.
Yeah, it is a good aspect of that. It's interesting. We don't see, I feel like, a significant amount of devotion usage these days, so it'll be good. Might actually just 5 squads left in that Arc Flash game. Might actually just bring them up full screen here and watch and see how they close it out. Great job with the devotion, getting a ton of shots and not getting the final kill, though. Nefarious rotating around the front hand side there, I think, was responsible. And getting pushed on the backside now. The Lifeline Fabinator here has been down quite a few times. Looks like they are in a dangerous situation again, using that rock for cover, popping the shield battery, waiting for Nefarious Play, who's here as well, also reloading the shield battery. I think just trying to get an opening to use this devotion. You can see their opponent there on the right-hand side. I'm not sure that Fabinator noticed them, though I can't imagine they would have missed that.
And oh wow, again another wipe from Wraith coming out. Even the Lifeline today. Really
batting up cleanup there. Nefarious Play is kind of coming in and shutting things down on the backside. The devotion, such a strong weapon in so many ways, if used correctly, though. I think a lot of players naturally tend to shy away from the energy weapons, and I can't necessarily blame them for that, Llama.
Definitely. I mean, the one part about it is it's super strong, but it only has a limited number of bullets. So you can see now that he only has like roughly 70 bullets to shoot left. So that's maybe one person to kill. So he's just got to be careful and realize that he only has like maybe enough to kill one person, and just be prepared for that.
Indeed. We're rotating out now. Nefarious playing that scout role more, allowing them to get a little bit of maneuverability in here with the portal. Back checking there, looking to see if they can find anything, and then Fabinator coming forward now, trying to catch up with Nefarious players. Just running along the backside here, heading forward.
Like Devo Wingman, it's a very interesting combo, but is he just a down person? Oh wait, actually nope. Fabinator just takes 2 more out. Wow.
Nefarious Plays getting the credit for those kills again. Nefarious Plays has to have a pretty significant kill count at this point in time. Fabinator only has 4 here. With the top 3 squads left, but they've been in at least 3 or 4 engagements since we started, or 3 engagements, I want to say, since we started watching them on stream, and they've come out the better of every single one of them, obviously, so they must have a pretty significant, kill amount.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, and 3 squads left, and it looks like they even see more people here at this bunker area, holding that Devo still got that 70 shots, and it looks like it might be a Watson over there, yeah. So they got to be careful.
Watson throwing up some fences there. I'm not
the most useful fences, but
I mean, I guess it's good in a way. I mean, it's forced them up to the high ground. This is some very interesting fencing. I actually kind of like some of these choices on the fence, but unfortunately, I think it was slightly misplaced because they were able to get straight up on top of the building. Don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
Oh, and there's the Devo, just shreds them. Oh man. Ouch.
Oh no! Didn't confirm the kill, at least on the second one, and that I think could be bad news for Fabinator, depending on how quickly Nefarious Plays can get here. Nefarious Plays taking to the high ground there, and Nefarious Plays will win again. Oh no! But they lost the lifeline. Tragic.
It might be that respawn beacon still like right there. It might be too late for the lifeline to get her gear back. Looks like Nefarious will get the res off, but 2 squads left. Probably not the greatest position for them to be in right now.
Yeah, they're delivering to the beacon. They're actually going in for the res, which is an interesting choice all things considered. That's pretty funny how that respawn ship nearly just runs into the supply ship right there. But they'll drop them in quickly as you please. Going to go back and immediately, I think, get that death box. Oh, no, they're getting pushed. That's not good.
Oh, man.
Lifeline run. Fabinator, I think, making a little bit of a mistake there, not immediately just going back through that portal. But not a lot of choice here either, because they're stuck on the outside edge of the ring, and this is a disastrous situation for them, Llama. They're trying to rotate around the outside here. Fabinator, of course, no guns, just those angry drumsticks. Trying to run for the cover and pick something up.
This is crazy. They need Nefarious to heal up first, and then, oh, wow. Mozambique, probably not going to be the greatest to fight a fully geared up team, Corbec.
No, definitely not. But they're still calling the rotate here, and they're still kind of making it work. The other team there on the other side of the was by the entrance and bunker. So whether or not they choose to come back on this or not, I'm not entirely sure. The ring is favoring the movement that they're making right now, and you can see Fabinator, I think, just desperately trying to grab whatever they can as they come across the top. Will, I think, end up with this Havoc. Going to go back instead and get the R90 there. Or the R99 there, dropping some stuff, doing a little bit of looting. But again, none of this particular good as the healing drone is thrown out. So that will take that cooldown out of rotation for the majority of this next ring.
Oh, and it looks like actually the Wraith is gonna body swap with the lifeline. Actually, they'll get a purple out of that care package. So actually, decently looted up. The lifeline doesn't have too many heals, but it'd be an okay fight for them to take now. But the lifeline does have a body shield.
Yeah, sure it does. Fabinator coming up to the high ground, jumping across, looking around. Got their targets online, fires the Havoc. Couple of decent shots coming in here, but largely misses. Still not hitting what they need. Nefarious plays getting very aggressive, but they have to watch Nefarious's back, or the Octane will be responsible for getting it down. Now they didn't finish off either of them. R99 coming out. That's a good pick there. Last person standing. Gotta get this Revenant. Reloads. Dangerous stuff, and it gets it.
Champion. Wow.
And you guys can follow up, by the way.
Just in the top left corner, got another championship at the exact same time as them.
So you are certainly right. Yeah, I see that.
Right now.
Coming in at a number 1 with 19. Number 1, 16, 9 kills there, 7 respectively. I mean, at least quite equal across the board. Not quite equaling CFG, who just had their second championship there. It was a good clutch, though.
Definitely, yeah. From being respawn to just getting an R9 and clutching up, really good. But like we said, CFG just took 2 wins in a row with 40 combined kills, so pretty crazy.
So I've been told by our staff you can find an update on the status of the reporting system on our tournament announcements channel in the Discord. Apparently, we are well aware of the problem with people reporting. It appears to be primarily related to a reporting error that's only occurring on mobile devices. So if you can submit on a laptop or desktop, that does seem to be working. We would encourage you guys to do that if possible. Otherwise, yeah, we're aware of the issue and we're trying to work on it. It does look like it's some sort of coding on the back end of the website, making it difficult to submit mobile right now. But again, desktops and laptops appear to be able to report your games. So keep that in mind and please try and use those systems if you have them available.
And it looks like Insane ISN takes a win here. All teams on the big board except our top right team have taken a win now. And Insane takes a win with 17 kills. And it actually looks like the Wraith in the top right with Sin with 3 squads left and 12 kills by herself. So,
well, let's get Sin Bravo there on the big board. See if Novax can or Void Nova. Sorry, it's always those X's. Always get you. See if they can close this one out, because this could be very entertaining. I do love seeing the sheer amount of kills that Void Nova has. 16,294, 300, or is that 3 million damage?
Yes, 3.5 million damage.
21,000 voice warnings heard, which is spectacular for so many reasons. It's easy to forget that Wraith has that little ability. Her passive there. But we'll see what they can make of this. Obviously, not an ideal situation for Void Nova, but I should say, Llama, no matter what they place here, still going to walk away with at least 12 kills, which isn't bad at all.
Yeah, crazy. And I don't know if anybody saw on the big board, Nova actually clutched up a 1v2 in the last fight, so pretty good, honestly, with 12 kills, and we don't know how many the Octane has right now, so. But getting shot from a team over at the other side, it looks like she's running 301.99, I believe. Pretty interesting. But does have the red Evo shield here, so.
and we'll recharge that red Evo shield. Though good shots coming in there from their opponent. She's getting sandwiched, and that's tournament done.
22 kills. Wow, that's a lot.
Would have been a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame they didn't finish that one out, Llama. That would have been a real high score. Still not bad. Not bad by any means.
Thank you for that, Llama up in chat. I appreciate that. Back to the big board.
Back to the big board, indeed. As we take a look at all of our teams, most of them kind of in the early game now, because we did see that string of championships. So we'll just keep an eye on what they're doing as they go around. The only other thing that I think was worth, or I feel was a big thing worth mentioning, and it's kind of funny, but putting the cooldown time on re-grabbing zip lines was an entertaining choice to make, I will say.
I mean, it was the greatest. No, I literally, the first game I played after the patch notes, I went in, I landed Gauntlet, and some guy tried to like keep on re-grappling, and he fell off the edge. Because he couldn't reattach the 4th time or whatever. So yeah,
indeed, it's a bit of an issue. We are aware that there is an issue with reporting scores. You should be able to submit them via PC or laptop. The issue appears to be on mobile at the moment, and we are working on trying to get a fix for that. So we do apologize. If you're only capable of submitting on mobile, do encourage you to just save your screenshots for your reported games, and we can deal with those on the back end. Obviously, the tournament still has quite a while to go, but PC and laptop should work. As far as we are aware, it's solely a mobile problem at this point in time.
I just gotta make sure you keep those screenshots and get tournament later always. So
yeah, that's exactly it. Once we get the issue sorted, I mean, the tournament does go on for another 2 hours 20 minutes, I think. If I'm hitting my mark correct. We'll do that, and then you guys can get on the back end of submitting previous screenshots as need be. Hopefully we can work it out for mobile, but yes, should be able to submit it on PC. Watching our teams here, another solid mid-game moment here for CFG, though. Really only one kill for Lars, which is a bit slow pacing. Bottom left corner, Fabinator sitting at 3 already, so a good showing from Arc Flash considering they just requeued not that long ago. Bottom right-hand corner, slowly ticking up there. Nothing too exciting. And, of course, in the top-hand corner, Sin Bravo. They're just started, so.
Yeah. And, I mean, everyone's probably chasing CFG right now as they've had 2 wins from what we saw and 40 total kills. So, pretty crazy coming out of them. And there's just death boxes littered in market that they're just getting all the loot that they could ever want.
How many teams compete? No, there's 150. Not 4. We will, of course, be rotating the leader, the views that we watch. We will be rotating as we get more and more scores in, as we get a better idea of the leaderboard. Obviously, the score system being in a bit of a difficult spot does kind of change our ability to have the most accurate picture of that. But definitely on the other side of the halftime break, for sure, we will switch up and try and get the top teams here for you to witness in all their powerful glory. 194 teams are signed up, actually, so more than I thought there was. Last night, somebody told me 150, but yeah, we are almost at 200 teams. Again, this entire event being brought to you by NHG, who will be sponsoring that $500 prize pool for today's winners. Thank you so much there for NHG coming in big. Guys, do definitely go ahead and check out NHG. Doing wonders here, supporting their community.
Yeah, definitely. Big thanks to them. Big thanks to also our producer for helping us out and getting all the stuff loaded up for us and everything.
Even if he does currently sound like a robot.
Yes.
And he does. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. He does. Where is Sarah Connor? Anyway.
Hey,
back on the view here. Trying to see it.
For that llama up. Appreciate that.
Lava right, lava left. There you go. There. lava in all directions. Lava as far as the eye can see. Everywhere and nowhere, all at once. As it were. Still a relative mid-game for most of our teams here. Pretty much even in terms of kills. Nasty little gunfight there for Sin Bravo in the bunker. The infamous bunker. Infamous.
Looks like both teams on our left both have 11 squads left, but I don't think they're in the same match. That would have been cool to see, but most teams like add 11 squads. There's one team with 12 squads, but everyone like mid to late game here trying to finish out, catch CFG here in the end.
Indeed. Well, trying to push out there. You see everything. This is the difficult part of the mid game stage, right? Is it can sometimes feel a little slow, Llama, as teams get whatever they have. I enjoy the Kraber pickup there. That is just immediately tossed over the edge. I don't know if they were tossing that down to their teammate or if they just didn't want it. Whatever it was Kraber, but no Kraber. I mean, as someone who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door with the Kraber, can't say that I would pick it up myself. But there you go.
Maybe they're hiding it from other teams.
I actually, I was just gonna say I do wonder if that was the idea behind that play. They took it out of the care package and chucked it over the edge of the building. Like, yeah, if you want it, go look for it.
Yeah,
not a bad thought. Area
Looks
denial.
like all of our teams are in a fight right now, and CFG clears out another team with Shex getting some more kills on the Bangalore.
Yeah, dangerous situation there for in the top right-hand corner for Sin Bravo. The Octane getting knocked early on. That's bleeding Ed or bleeding. Oh no, sorry, I nearly said he was bleeding out. That's status. That's Austin right there. He'll get res back in though. Oh boy, Noah. Yeah. Misread that. Scuffed all over.
Looks like actually top left, CFG's got one down, and Shex has to clutch up here with the Bangalore double time speed coming out with R9 and takes a bloodhound.
Sorry, I love this comment about the CFG overlay hiding the compass. That's the peak of strategy. Yeah, all warfare is based on deception, ladies and gentlemen. That's peak right there. So yeah, we are aware there's an issue with submitting scores. It appears to be solely on mobile at the moment. If you are able to use a desktop or laptop, you should be able to submit your scores at this time. Otherwise, we have people working on it. We are aware that it's an issue on the back end. We're trying to figure it out. Just keep your screenshots. You can continue to submit them over time, right? Obviously, there's still a lot of play left in the tournament, but I have been informed by our admins that you should be able to do it on laptop or PC. I know that's an inconvenience, and I do apologize for you guys, but at the moment, you cannot submit on mobile for a reason, apparently due to some sort of coding issue. I'm not sure the details myself, but we are working on putting in a hotfix.
Yeah, just make sure you keep those screenshots. If anything else, just keep the screenshots. You can submit them later and
yeah, whatever. You can mass submit screenshots later. That is very true.
And into almost every single team still in about the same spot, except Arc Flash is a little bit behind the rest, but every team around 5 squads left except Arc Flash, who has 8, I believe. So all teams closing in on another championship and trying to catch CFG, who has 2 under their belt in this current tournament. So looks like 8's coming out in the bottom right, and another eliminations come out. Insane could be looking to get another win. Looks like 5 squads in both the top teams and 8 squads in bottom left. And it looks like Shex in another fight and takes another down with Pathfinder down though to here. Looks like gonna go for the kill confirmed as the Pathfinder still down and going to take another out. Wow, Shex just playing out right now as the Super Bangalore. Don't know where the Jibbies are at. I don't think anybody is playing Jibby at this current moment.
Jibby, not much of a duo choice, to be fair. I think in a lot of circumstances, a little too slow, a little too clunky.
True.
A little too clunky. It looks like we might have a fix for our reporting issue there on mobile. People are taking a look at it right now. We're just double checking it, and then I'll let you guys know if it's in. Hopefully, the issue will be resolved.
Yeah, definitely. And CFG in the top, still just slaying out. Both have red Evo in a very, very good spot with 3 squads left. And all other teams still late mid game too, and 5 squads in the top right and 4 in the bottom right. We're coming to the ends of most of the games, and CFG 2 squads left. Could take another win right here, and they see another team right here with R9s and the G7s coming out, trying to finish it real here. And wow, another championship. for CFG.
Some spectacular stuff on the top right-hand corner, too. I don't know if anybody saw that. Obviously, I think a lot of eyes were on CFG right there, Lava. But Austin, kind of with a shooting gallery, it was some member of the enemy team was just running around in front of him, and he was trying to hit him with, I think it was the hemlock, just firing back and forth, and they were just running the serpentine pattern. It was actually really funny. All our squads, I honestly wanted to focus in on a squad, but actually the majority of our squads are kind of closing in on the end game of their respective matches. So I think we'll just stay here on the big board for now, Llama, so that everybody can kind of get a view of what's going on. I mean, it's a nasty little gunfight there, close quarters down for Emis and the rest of the team on Insane. Emis has 107 viewers on his stream. Congratulations, Emis. My God.
Yeah, that's good. They both have red. Like, Evo's being the commonality between these top teams here. Trying to get the Evo early and trying to get the red, which is more powerful than a purple. So, as you see the top right there, they're still pushing teams with the R9. That Octane, super fast. Just pushing straight onto a Pathfinder. And ouch. He punches the Pathfinder. Oh.
Amazing stuff. Absolute classic right there. Not even worth the bullets. I'll go in and get the bullets on the laser on the backhand, though, and take him down there with... I don't know. And no, you are not. It looks like we're taking a closer look at Sim Bravo now, just watching them see if they can close this one out. They are the current kill leader in their match. Oh, no! What is going on with these last people? That Octane, I think he just lasered down there. Ola Death, leading up to the name.
They
or Paula Death, what are the other?
14 kills, and this could be another win for them. And they've got blue shield, so really, really good fight for them to take, and they're going to push. And another championship from one of our top teams here. Wow, Sin Bravo. Crazy. Crazy. Wow, just they had at least 14 on the Octane. That's just... Oof. Yes, I believe this Octane is invincible.
Invisible, yeah, you would think so. Yeah. The way that guy turned around and looked at Austin like, what? Oh, what? Oh my God. There's another of me? Just completely got destroyed right there. It's actually a little sad, but all truth be told, I think we're gonna zoom in down here on Emerson Insane in the bottom right-hand corner, because they are at the tail end of their match. One other squad left. Let's get Emis a few more views there for his channel. We can do basically playing the scout line at the moment.
Feasing off the jump tower over and over, seeing if they can maybe find somebody. This is the weird Bangalore Pathfinder comp. It looks like they actually switched to what CFG's running, so interesting.
Yeah, it's a choice. I mean, it's a choice. I guess I could almost see how this would be good. I mean, smoke is generally, I think, a really strong ability if it's used correctly. It looks like they might have a target here. I don't know how Ms saw that, to be honest. Or EMS, whatever it is, how he saw that, but he'll drop in on it almost immediately there. I think maybe just going over for the long scout on this side, but yeah, I mean, smoke is a valuable ability.
Yeah, she also has that if someone misses a shot on her, she can go 2x speed, which can be like super good close quarters, but I don't know. It's better than some of the other legends, but I mean, CFG and another team is running it, so I mean, I guess it's working for CFG, so why not run it?
Yeah, clearly there's a strategic aspect to it that you and I are, I guess, just not aware of. I mean, I guess I could see in a duos format how the smoke would be huge, maybe for trying to get reses and stuff like that. But I mean, with the prevalence of the digital threat, you got the Bloodhound ult, right? Maybe not as effective as you would like it to be. They're actually super benefiting here again from the positioning of this ring, considering it's largely out over that ocean area, which really is limiting the amount of angles, right, that a new team could come in and does kind of make this sort of end game hunting a little bit easier. Oop, sights up there. I think he was checking for someone, but no joy to be had, and they'll continue the hunt. Going up now on the balloon, still looking around. Llama still can't find anybody.
I believe they're an EU team. I don't know for sure, but they are not in English. If anybody, that is true. They are not in English, but still playing Apex, still the regular. Yeah, I could not know.
Can't confirm. Took Spanish in high school, so I'm relatively confident it's not Spanish. But I should let you guys know, apparently our staff are coming in letting me know that mobile reporting should be working now. So if you have games you need to report on mobile, you should be able to submit them at this point in time. Unfortunately, not really sure what happened there on the back end, but it looks like they've gotten on it as quick as they can and fixed it. So again, mobile reporting should be available to you.
Actually, we do have 2 teams at the 2 squads left, so insane right now, but we do have 2 teams with 2 squads left, so pretty crazy. Both of them very close to getting another win, trying to catch CFG, who has 3. Looks like Insane just still looking for teams. Still cannot find this other team. They've looked like all across this map, and they don't know where they are. Looks like our bottom left team actually on the big board will take a championship while we're not while we're watching Insane here.
While we're rushing the hunt. While we're watching this clean sweep operation going here on the channel. It is a bit unfortunate, and you know, this happens I think probably more than you or I would like, Llama, and probably more than the players would like too, that you tend to get into these situations. And I mean, oh, somebody took shots there. Hello, Pathfinder knocks that easily enough, whips out the Prowler on the back end, and it's over just like that. So probably justified in hiding from them for so long, because it's a solid win there for the boys from Insane.
He just combed like every single thing and couldn't find him until like the last moment. So we had 2 teams to take a championship here. Pretty crazy. We'll see how much. 23 kills. Wow. So another good win for them. So pretty huge.
Sure is. Can't help but feel that the decision to hide maybe a little justified. Considering the moment they showed themselves, they just got annihilated. About as quick as we could say annihilation, that team was taken out. So bad luck to them.
We do have to note that Arc Flash did take a championship while we were focused in on Insane, and they did get 17 kills and a win. So all these teams really putting out everything here and really putting out good games. So yeah, one more team still. All 3 teams dropping in right now. I think CFG might have got dropped and not actually won. So but we do have 15 squads left on Sin Bravo, and everybody else is just dropping in. So still about 2 hours left in our tournament.
That's right, Llama. And we will be coming up on our half-hour break soon. So about another, or a halfway break, I should say, in about a half hour. Lots of halves going on there. Clearly, I've casted too much Overwatch this week because my brain is fried when it comes to Apex Legends. Still enjoying some great games coming out of these teams. We've seen some really impressive stuff so far. All the squads we have on the big board have really been putting up good performances. And we're about to see another one on the top right-hand corner again. Out comes Sin Bravo. Austin just kicks through the front door of the house, greets that Revenant, gun blazing, and takes him right out of the match. And I think they were using, again, that R99 Hemlock combo.
Yeah, like chat says, the French like to hide. It's definitely OP warfare. Definitely.
My lord. Don't offend our French viewers. But yeah, it was the Hemlock is is a gun that I really want to like. I usually tend to prefer burst fire, but man, I'll be damned if I can hit anything with it. I don't know, especially at longer ranges. I feel like all 3 of the shots are dropping at different places, and I know theoretically they're not, right? I think. Yeah. But man, yeah.
DFG, ours, I believe, just dropped somebody with a Mozambique. Just a note.
Nice.
That's all he has right now.
Just dropped someone else with it. I'm not entirely sure there. Look at him hiding on top of this box, just waiting for him to come back inside. You know, we like to make fun of the Mozambique, and justifiably so, because it is a silly weapon, but it's not always terrible. Always.
I mean, if you can get the hammer points on it, it can be definitely deadly. But we just saw Arc Flash. If you didn't see, drop in the bottom left, get eliminated, 0 kills. So, but it was a fast match, so not terribly gonna drag them down. So
I do almost wonder these days, Lana, no joke, if the Mozambique is just never gonna be buffed just because it is such a mean weapon at this point in time. Like, are they just gonna hold it as a mean weapon for like eternity? Is kind of what I wonder sometimes. Because even the developers are aware, right, that everybody jokes about the Mozambique, so we all know it's quite funny. But I'm sure they could buff it.
That one event where for like that one day the Mozambique had like 9 shots and it was just like the most deadly weapon ever. That was hilarious, but then it like went back to being a meme weapon. So I think they definitely could make it powerful, but they just don't want to. They just want to keep it a meme weapon. Definitely.
Oh well, for the memes. A bit of an ugly situation there on the top right hand corner for Sin Bravo. One teammate down, just the Octane left alive. Octane will go in. He will get the res on Wraith. Pop her back up, gives him an opportunity to get some healing there. I think they were getting pressure from a squad still there in the facility with them. Good
will-
res, and I think we saw the drone res coming out there, Llama.
Yeah, definitely. But it's still 2v1. They saw the drone res pretty smart. They're gonna push 2v1 on this, probably the last one here, and looks like just clean elimination with the R9. Very, very nice. Very. Yes, they did that April Fool's Mozambique event. That is right. Thank you, Green Speedster. It was definitely fun. And top left, we see CFG just eliminating more and more teams. They're definitely probably the team to catch at this point. All these teams on the big board definitely doing really, really good, I gotta say.
Yeah, indeed. The teams on the big board have put in a pretty good performance for us here overall. Usually we kind of have to rotate them out, but no, these guys are all putting in wins. They're getting the kills, and I mean you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, Insane again just lasering somebody down. That's Emma's getting another one. Back over Fabinator, kind of just on the rotate early stages there for Arc Flash. Like you said, they did have to kind of reset, but I mean, you know, we see Sin Bravo turning their way towards a win. And then on the left-hand side, I mean, CFG, they're still relatively early stages of their game yet, but the way they've been playing, I mean, another high-scoring game, probably well within the realm of possibility, I would say.
Definitely, we see two teams in mid-game and just team almost a third of the way through with squads and keep on going. And there is full squads in their game, so just gotta be careful of that. But we said Arc Flash did have to reset, which probably took like 5 or 10 minutes out of their timer, which, I mean, could honestly be the difference for them. But not too big of a deal if they can catch back up to CFG.
Right, it's true as well. Like in these kill race formats, you can use all the time you can get, and every once in a while, situations like that, you lose a couple of seconds here, a couple of seconds there, and it can make all the difference. Looks like we might go deeper in on Sin Bravo here. Watching them, they have 8 squads left. Nasty little gunfight there on top of the tower. Will win with them. And they're
Giant.
Gonna refill those Evo
good
shields.
R9 shots.
Big reds.
More teams pushing.
Of course they are.
Hemlock R9. Interesting combo, I gotta say, but
yeah, it's true.
Very good shots.
Woo! Melted that Wraith. Sent the body right back out the door. Too. Just kind of yeeted the Wraith out the front door. You got the read set there and the bleed out kill as well. So good job for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Collectively smashing down a door there as well before getting hit from a distance.
Yeah, more teams want to come and fight them, which could be good for them. Could keep getting more kills. We saw what Octane could do a couple matches ago, so I'd be a little bit scared. And more teams coming up top with the purple on the enemy team, and Octane got a nice R9. Wraith is low though, with her shield all the way gone.
Well, it looks like they're gonna have to vacate the Tower of Death here and run for the hills. Not a lot they want to do. Oh no, they're gonna go back up. Never say never. Come in there when the lifeline's least expecting it and just laser him down. Oh no, Austin in a bit of danger. Does have the opportunity to just leap over the edge. That path or that Octane still hiding somewhere up here though, as they'll play a little bit of hide and seek in the top tower, leaving the lifeline to her fate. Yep. There he is. Goodbye.
Nice. Death boxes everywhere.
Yeah, the Tower of Death for real. People just keep trying to climb to the top to challenge Nova and Austin here, the kind of raid bosses of this particular lobby of Apex at the moment. I'm interested if anybody else tries to have a go at it at this point in time, considering we saw about, I think, 3 or 4 squads just get murked right up there.
Yeah, definitely. 3 squads left, so pretty close. We're going to zoomed in on them. They both got red Evo. Pretty good position to actually take another win for them. And I don't think any other team wants to go fight them now that they know they're up there and they know they have that many kills. So I think they'll just play ring and try and get closer in. So all other teams into mid-game, 10 squads, and 9 squads on our all other teams. So we're still focusing on Sin, who has 3 squads left. And they do have some nice kills to go along with it.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if these Octane jump pad changes have really actually added a little bit of new life or a new dynamic to his character. The movement off of that double jump is really, I mean, it's a significantly noticeable increase, I think we could say, Llama, in his mobility. And considering that jump pads charge at a relatively quick rate, I wonder if that change has made Octane a more viable replacement for Pathfinder. When Pathfinder got the nerf, I think there were a lot of people who were looking for something that could be a viable replacement for that character. Octane was in that discussion, obviously, with the movement speed and with the mobility all. But the lack of verticality was killer. But I don't know, with the changes to the jump pad, I do wonder.
Yeah, the one thing I kind of hated about when I played Octane, I don't actually play him that much, but was when you used his jump pad, you could really only go straight, and now with that double jump,
Yeah.
the devs made it so you can easily turn in midair. So that is actually a huge help with that too. So I think, like you said, it makes him a pretty good replacement for the Pathfinder with his newest nerf.
Just kind of wonder why I assume why we're seeing this Wraith Octane combo being run is because he can fill the void maybe a little bit better that Pathfinder would usually leave in this traditional sort of duos composition. Got a target there on the low ground. No, oh no. No. Don't take the zip line. Not right in front of the other team. What are you doing, man? 3 squads left and you take the zip line in front of these guys. It's...
They don't care.
No, they don't. I mean, that was the equivalent of jumping into a shark tank there after you cut your arm. Like, Jesus, don't get on that zip line. No.
I mean, they had the Wraith Q, but still, like, they just fully went across the zip line. Really surprised, but I mean, they get the kills, so.
It's panic. That's all that is.
Yeah. 2 squads left, so. 2 squads left. That's it. Them. One squad.
Backpack. But I mean, they've got this big ring again, right? Again, the consistent problem, and it's even worse on duos. Even as I say that, though, they've got targets online. Out comes the Octane over the top. Great double jump there, getting that high ground advantage. That's the mobility we're talking about. Good shots coming in from the R99, rotating around the outside edge. Let's look at the pure speed as he burns down what I think was one very bamboozled Mirage right there. And that will bring an end to that.
Yeah, ouch. Gotcha. We see that. Just another win for them. Trying to contest CFG. We'll see how many points they get. 21. Whew. That's a big game for them.
Still trying to figure out why they took that zip line. That's gonna be in my dreams at the moment. This is the worst possible decision you can make. We're over to CFG now. 2 squads left in their match, so to be expected that they will pull this one out. Have not quite met the bigger fish yet, though I have been reliably informed that there is always a bigger fish. Sliding their way down the slope here at full speed. And can I just take a moment, Lama, to appreciate the sliding mechanic in this game? Because, gosh, it's beautiful.
Yes, like Skodown says, you got to go fast. You just gotta go fast.
You do.
Shred people. That's what you got to do. But 2 squads left. They're known for getting their wins, so I fully believe with both on purple, they should be able to pull this out unless they put themselves in a bad spot.
Well, it's gonna have to be something like tragic here, I think, probably to result in them losing. But I mean, we've seen tragedy before, right? It's not outside the realm of possibility. Running the Scout and the R99, that is a combo. Doesn't have the double shot mod on the Scout. Can't necessarily blame them for that, but it is certainly an interesting choice as they'll ping over there. Nope. Drop it down, take that zip line back up again, just using it primarily for scouting purposes here on this outside area. Thought I might have saw contrails there from a shot, but actually I think it was just zip line.
Yeah, but I mean, at least on the G7 R9, you don't actually have to split ammo, so you can run both light, so it takes up less inventory slots. And actually, there's people right there.
I don't know how Lars saw that. My God, I mean, obviously we're on the back end, right, getting a little bit of pixelated feed, but my Lord, he's knocked though. That's not good. Shex here having to put things on his back. Shex gets 1. That's unknown who will remain so. Shex actually just going in to finish off that shield. Shex a monster, watching it live. And here comes the attack on the other hand side. Shex has to pull this one out. Shex taking lots of damage. Shex to finish.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it from Shex's perspective, but I mean, the man is a beast. We know this.
Yeah. So. The Pathfinder came swinging around, thought he got him, but... Another good win from one of our top teams here.
The hunter has become the hunted in that particular situation.
Yep,
some of the vision of these players, Llama, I tell you. 21 kills as well.
They're sitting like monitors are like 1 foot in front of their face or something, and that's how they see them.
It's like a hawk. Like he was up on that high ground. And he was just like, yeah, they're there. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. Womp drops in. Yeah, of course they're right there.
Yeah, now we're looking back at Arc Flash, who is Arc Flash in the bottom, and we got Insane in the bottom right, both nearing their mid game, both 3 squads left to try and take another.
Let's give Arc Flash a little looky-loo. They are the kill leader in their match. I think we've focused on them a couple of times. Fabinator and Nefarious plays here. Last time we were watching, Nefarious was kind of batting cleanup on everything, though.
Definitely. Oh, but Still 3 squads left. I think everyone's still trying to catch CFG with 3 or 4 wins now. That pretty crazy that they've scored this much points. But like they're the team to catch. They're the team to beat right now. Even though all these teams, I gotta say, are doing like really good. I think CFG is probably 10 or so points ahead of all of them. I'd have to say.
Yes, yeah. Of course, we've had a little bit of an error with the score reporting system for those of you who have been following along. Ooh, Nefarious Blaze. Bleeding out there, got caught on the back end and will get knocked. That's not great. Faminator coming up, trying to save the day. Couple of good shots there. Whips out the wingman on the backside. Can't make it stick, and that's a disastrous loss there for Arc Flash Esports. Sending them back out to the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like to see that.
14 kills. They didn't get to finish that one. That one hurts again. They've had a couple slip ups now with the early out on the one game, and then this non-finish.
Back over to Insane, trying to finish up here.
And wow.
Okay. Never mind. It's over.
It's over. I just won. With the non-English championship. Nice.
Apparently champion still spelled in English, no matter where you are. Beautiful.
Nice. 17 kills. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Not a lot to complain about. Just to say again really quick, we did have a problem with reporting earlier, which may have messed up our leaderboard. People weren't able to report on mobile. You should now be able to report on mobile, on PC, on laptop as per usual. So if you didn't get your scores reported, but you saved your screenshot earlier on, feel free to report on the back end all of your games that you played via mobile if that's what you need to do. Staff obviously standing by to get those logged in, but yes, you can report on mobile now. Important to note.
And a big thanks to NHG for hosting this tournament and holding this prize pool for us. A big thanks to them. Make sure to go follow them on all of their social medias and everything like that.
Indeed. Making these things possible. Making it possible here for Austin to just wreck somebody's face there at mid-range with the R99. I don't know who that was. Popped out around the corner and basically got rolled right off the face of the earth. Puts them in the kill leader spot in their respective game. Most of the other teams either had kind of inglorious exits here or are re-queuing back into their matches on the backside of such things.
Looked like CFG just, eliminated with 25 squads left. So, yep, everyone redropping except for Sin Bravo. So, 4 kills on them and going into the later stages of the mid-game. They're the kill leader. So, that is very helpful. Keep on going. We did see he like chuck that jump pad like halfway across the map. And, like, it was super far. He's got strong arms.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that earlier. Actually, I'm surprised. Octane really, he really hucks that thing, man. And double-handed overhead throw there to just send that off to the races. Good kill there from Austin, by the way. In that top right corners, he just drops down into the river and finishes off the other kill. The scariest thing in the valley right there at the moment. The break, for those of you wondering, will be coming up at the bottom of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
So about
pretty close,
15 minutes.
And Austin's gonna get gold off of that body and double arm throw that jump pad again. They get crypto drone pushing by another team, but the EMP actually missed them. They actually ran out of it. It's too fast to get hit by a EMP drone. They're
gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. They're across the way, poking them out, but they might just run away. Actually, they're just gonna push straight across the zip line. Why not? They're known for doing that. Good shots from Austin, and almost takes one down. Gonna get back up on the roof. Once healing up, takes a Gibraltar down, I believe. Oh yeah, that's sad. Rest in peace, that Gibraltar. They'll take out that squad, and another set of 2 kills for Austin and Sin Bravo. Top left, 1 person down, but they did take 2, and both of their teams in their mid-game, 15 squads left and 18 squads left. So Sin Bravo, squads left, the closest to getting their win. Yes, rest in peace, the Jibby. Big, sad, but you got to give it to the Octane for landing those really, really nice shots on that team.
That was a nasty play, actually, coming out there by Austin as well. Kind of lipped up and over the edge, came down on top of somebody's head, hiding in a corner, and just gunned them down, and they'll use that jump pad again, basically establishing control of the valley. And look at the beautiful little jump there to almost complete the distance of the zip line. And yeah, that double jump, man, adding significant distance and mobility to those jump pads. So that is really something. Pops the speed here and gets going. Meanwhile, the rest of our teams kind of in the mid game. You see Lars and CHD there engaged in a little bit of gunfight down in the bunker. Their opponent trying to block the doors will get a thermite for their troubles.
Yeah, but they're in trouble. One down with only blue and no health left on them. So dangerous spot for CFG. You said all other teams still in their mid game except for Sin Bravo, and it looks like Lars, I believe, just gonna dip out the top of the portal. So just gonna have to leave Shex behind, or maybe he's gonna go back down and drop on him. Go for the res. Wow, that'd be crazy.
That's exactly what he did. Came back in, saved Shex's life.
A giant res right there. I'm surprised that other team didn't go for the kill finish, but get both up, I guess, with blue.
They might have been panicking a little bit. They probably didn't have much health left, I would think, after the thermite. And there were some good shots in there, too, even though they didn't confirm the kills.
Yeah, definitely. And Sin Bravo is still up top with 6 squads left, melting some kids. Octane and takes another out. He's got 10 kills on him. So they're definitely contesting CFG at this point. But they got more shots up top coming out. Wraith with no health at all. Both of them have gold, so that double shield cell healing is huge. With that, also double syringe healing is also huge. So, but they have another team up top here. Gotta be careful, and they know it's a full team because of the numbers. Top right.
Yep. Ducked back down there and just get kind of the reset, maybe restart this fight just a little bit. We should be looking at them in full right now and coming up straight over the top. That is a bold play by Austin there, who very nearly has that backfire, forces him to use a Phoenix kit, praying that the lip here can protect him from any fire coming down off the high ground. Instead, they're going to get pushed. Void Nova having to do the heavy lifting to try and hold off their pursuers.
Oh, 1v1.
Oh, no. Whips out the Hemlock here for the close range kill.
Nice.
Way to use the secondary weapon there. That's the kind of stuff that they coached you on back, Modern Warfare 2 and the tutorial mission. Always use your secondary instead of reloading. Working big there in favor of Austin, who whips out the Hemlock and hip fires it to pick up the kill.
Yeah, Hemlock hip fire for get him on 11 kills with 4 squads left. So they're doing real well for themselves. And
he messed up his double jump there though at the tail end. I think he meant to get up on that platform. That's okay. Nobody saw that except everybody watching, but that's all right. Yeah, except 110 viewers. It's all right, mate. It's okay. Or maybe it's all strategy. I don't know. Maybe it was, he was trying to bait out shots or something. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt there, and assume that there was something big going on in that brain, Llama.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was definitely just to bait out shots or something like that.
Strategic
100%.
movement. Strategic movement. Yeah. As Sun Tzu once said, all men see the tactics by which I conquer. Not all of them understand the strategy behind them. So clearly, that's what's going on right there. So pop another jump pad here. Give himself a little bit more room. Just eats it, doesn't he? I love it. I don't ever really play Octane, so I guess I never see that animation. I'm assuming that's kind of just like the standard thing that he does.
Yeah.
Just what?
Grenades come in actually, so they see another team in here. 9 shots coming out, and oh, that's rough. Austin goes down.
Oh no! He'll get taken down. Void's still here. Void's still fighting. Void gets one, but Void gets taken down. Now he'll have to pop underneath and hope that he can get the self-revive off quickly enough. He's probably only going to have long enough for whoever they're fighting right now to get their other team member up. And it looks like he might just pull this off, barring unforeseen disaster.
Oh
no.
Ouch.
Tragic.
Dang. It's rough.
Well. That just goes to show you right there a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege action for you as they tried to clear that particular building. And it does favor the defender, both in Rainbow Six Siege and in this. So unfortunate luck to be had there.
Yeah, I mean, they do take 17 kills, so not terrible, but not great that they didn't get the win there. So, but they will have to reload in as we go back to the big board with all of our teams here, under 10 squads left, and are insane and a little bit of trouble in the bottom right.
They are. Yeah, they've got one team member down. Make it. Oh my lord! Almost 2 members down. Manages to win it out there at the bitter end, but he needs to be careful. There's still somebody else in the area. Needs to go ahead and get that res, I think, as fast as possible. Just doing a check down on the angles will get him back in. We are approaching kind of the break mark here, the grace period in terms of reporting. Knocked down immediately again in the bottom right-hand corner is insane. He'll be taken back up. A mess trying to stay alive here in this general scenario. Will pop the big shield battery there to recover as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, some intense action there for Arc Flash as well. Ducking, dipping, dodging all over this roof, trying to keep some fire going from the front as they'll pop in the syringe there. Not very long, though, remaining until our break, and teams will have to start reporting their score. Grace period starts at 25, so in about 3 minutes. And then these, I assume, Llama, will be the majority of the final games for these teams.
Yeah, definitely. They're all pretty close, but I don't think they have enough time to run another full match. It looks like Sin is going to run one, but they're going to have to just get a couple kills and probably dip out, so...
Yeah, they're not going to be able to complete that full game. They literally have two or 3 minutes before the grace period ends. Literally, if they had been any slower, would not have happened, so...
But we do see a couple other teams close to winning. They do have time to finish out their match here, and CFG in the top left, taking more down. Looks like on Arc Flash, they do have a decent amount of kills, and Insane in another good spot with 12 kills on Bangalore there.
Yeah, sure enough. Lars actually getting some good shots in there with the scout, the quote favored weapon of Bangalore, I guess. if her character model is anything to go by, stops and loots a box there for a second. 4 squads left in the bottom right hand corner for a mess. And the rest of the crew down there at Insane, so they're coming up to a conclusion. Thank you very much, by the way, Green Speedster. Appreciate the positive feedback, as it were. But these teams do need to kind of start wrapping things up now. The half officially, or the grace period officially ends at the bottom of the hour, and then 5 minutes after that, we will start with half number 2. As far as the leaderboard goes, it may not be quite reflective of things that are going on right now in the game, considering that we did have that reporting issue earlier on, and hopefully we'll be able to fix most of that in the break. Have a more updated perspective for you guys.
Definitely, but we do know these 4 teams are definitely, probably one of them is probably winning, because they've had so many wins right now that especially CFG, I think they have 4 now. Correct
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
We have seen Austin pop off a few matches, so I definitely think they could be in the lead too.
An unfortunate loss there for Arc Flash going down early on, and that, of course, will be their last game. Meanwhile, in the top left corner, CHG, in the middle of all that caustic gas, still manages to finish off their kills. Caustic gas, of course, Llama, that's annoying stuff, but not necessarily foolproof, right? It's not the infinite defense that some people, I think, would probably like it to be.
Yeah, they also did nerf it just a little bit, where when they throw the caustic trap now, you can shoot it before it actually, blows up, so it makes it even less... and less helpful.
Caustic mains rise up. I just like throwing traps, man. Why won't you let me be a, quote, toxic trapper? Well, you gotta give them ability to destroy that. Oh, and you can see in the top right-hand corner there, it does look like they will have ended their run so they can report their score. Usually when the thermites come out, in that particular fashion, it does mean that it is game over. And you do have to appreciate, to a certain extent, Llama, them not letting another team roll them. But instead, no one claims those kills but them, as it were.
He got 8 kills, though, in that, 3 minutes. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Nobody kills me but me.
CFG has 3 squads left, and it looks like Insane has 4 squads left, so they're gonna, looks like, try and finish it out. 5 minutes left, I believe, in the grace period.
Yeah, it could be a little bit tight here. I mean, obviously, CHG with 3 squads left in a relatively good position to do just that, though that ring's still pretty big for them, Llama, so there's going to have to be a little bit of a bit of hide and seek up there in the top right-hand corner. In the bottom right-hand corner, 4 squads left. Again, infinitely closable, but running into that same problem that we have. They've got a squad on sites right now. A couple of shots coming in from the scout. Immediately, the shots are hitting back, though. Bangalore taking a lot of damage right there, forced to drop down and use the big shield cell to restore some of that health before pushing up again to support the teammate. Prowler with the select fire in the pocket. Does look like they managed to roll that squad, and I think they might have spotted somebody else, but the way they're looking, Llama, I imagine that gunfire might have drawn the attention of some other individuals.
Definitely. I mean, we see I think 12 kills. Oh my gosh, on Insane right now on the board at least, and then 6 I believe on CFG. So both teams doing good. It looks like CFG does have that Kraber and 1 down though for CFG.
Yikes. Oh, and they're getting jumped by a Revenant here as well, and you can see that Bangalore
Ouch.
basically just peeling out there. Obviously, the Kraber, I mean, is good, right? It's a good gun, but I don't know if it's necessarily the gun you would want in this particular situation. Doing a good job maintaining the distance there, still being affected by the Revenant bubble. They have officially lost Pathfinder, though. He is beyond redemption at this point in time. Well, that being said...
Might go for the banner and the res.
How did he end up back in there, my lord?
I don't know. He must have like zipped in or something. Or he tried to do a...
Where is he? I thought he was nearby. It's on the other side of the friggin' bunker at this stage, and I don't know if that's a risk you particularly want to run.
I mean, the other possibility is that they were doing their split up again to look for teams. They went around both sides of the bunker, and he just got caught out on the one side, maybe.
Yeah, so you can see Arc Flash has keyed back into a game. That one should not count. We are in the grace period. Nothing, I think, says that we stop teams from queuing into the games. They just can't report those scores during this time. So,
yeah, if they were already in a game, I believe, before the grace period started, then
yeah, that is the cutoff. Most teams, though, obviously, I think take the break for the break. They don't try and, I guess, stay warm for those 10 minutes, as it were. Dropping down now, getting aggressive here is Lars is going to push into that smoke. He does grab the banner. All credit to him. And the Bangalore gonna yeet back out there, but with 2 squads left. In this matchup, is this the time that you want to do a respawn? I don't know. Interesting play here with the Kraber at the top of the bunker, almost like using that respawn beacon like a bait. And he's actually going to push up here with the R99. He's looking to see if he's got anyone on the scope. Coming outside, checking the doors, very cautious now. Kraber coming out again. There's... Oh, look at that! An absolute masterful bit of play right there. Pops the door, gets the shot, immediately has the digital threat. The other doesn't know. Oh, no.
Wow. And at the same time, bottom right, Insane takes a championship with their loss.
Oh, that is tragic. Truth be told, and getting the bag dropped as well. That is double tragic. What a great little bit of play right there. At the end. So Llama, beautiful stuff on the open the door and just cravers him right in the face.
Yeah.
You love
25 kills from Insane. Whew. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot. Those insane boys living up to the name down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in our grace period. We'll gonna take a quick break here, but before we go, just gonna give a big thank you to NHG. That is Not Human Gaming, and you can find them at NHG_gaming on Twitter. They are the sponsors for today's event. They are providing all $500 of that prize pool for our 194 teams that are competing in today's matchup. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll be right back with you with more Apex action on the other side of this break. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Console Gaming League here on this fine June 28th, 2020. You are watching some weird and wild Apex action here in today's Duos Kill Race, brought to you by NHG. It's Not Human Gaming. You can find them on Twitter at NHG_gaming. They are funding today's $500 prize pool and giving all 194 teams competing in today's kill race a motivation to go, go, go. I am Corbec, joined here in the CGL studios by Llama, and we've been seeing some great stuff out of these teams so far, Llama.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've DFG, I think, had 5 wins in the early first half, and a huge points out of a lot of teams. A lot of teams are doing really good. A lot of teams we saw just amazing, really clutch moments and a bunch of other fun stuff so far. So,
yeah, we've seen some impressive clutch plays, some almost clutch plays right before the break there. We saw a moment Lars nearly won it out. Didn't quite do it.
Yeah, with that sweet Kraber shot, we'll go down in history in this tournament. But
it was good. It was clippable. It was clippable. It was beautifully done, I will admit. I did just see on our big board, I saw Lars take out a shot right there, take out 2 people with 1 clip, and the brief bit of audio I heard, he was very pleased with himself, perhaps justifiably so. Taking a look at our board on the other side of the break, not a lot has changed here in the teams that we're focusing on, because these teams are actually pretty much the tippy top of our organizations that are competing. One swap there, Arc Flash now out in favor of OHP Black, who unfortunately start their run off here by getting eliminated in 7th place with 13 kills. Bit unfortunate there for them. Maybe a little bit of a caster curse as well,
Yeah.
all things considered. Should
A little bit, but
should be seeing a little bit of in the ring action there from CHG. Meanwhile, in the top right corner, Sim Bravo getting a couple of kills as well. We are aware that earlier on in the match, there were some problems with the submission system, at least in mobile. PC and laptop were never having any problems as far as we are aware. It does look like the submission system is working again for mobile. I have been told that if you are not necessarily getting a submission confirmation message, it might be because it has, due to the coding changes that they had to make things work on mobile for today, might have moved to another part of the page.
yeah, I mean, it's
just something to keep in mind there.
All teams, looks like CFG top left does have some kills already going really fast. Like, I mean, you talked about on break, like, they seem like they're playing, like, super fast and just, 7 squads left, and they just seem like they're rolling over kids. 11 kills already in this match.
Yeah, indeed. 11 kills already. Pretty nasty, all things considered. Beautiful gun skins as well. We'll go close up here on CFG because they are reaching the end of their game right now. They are 5 squads left, 11 kills, and the kill leader for Lars here. Shex just taking a moment to get the shield battery in. Playing on World's Edge at the moment. So,
yeah, map switch is map switch will could screw some teams up, honestly, if they not ready for that, if they didn't know that it was coming. But you know, as we know, CFG probably ready for it and probably ready to take some more wins, as they are, I believe, in 2nd place right now and looking to try and take their 1st place spot back.
Yeah, indeed. A bit frustrating maybe for them to be in 2nd place. Kind of curious to see what they're able to do here. The switch to the bigger map, right, it is something that we do have to take into consideration in this kill race format. We've seen a lot of teams so far today kind of struggling, right, to confirm kills towards the end, but it's been a bit rough, and definitely going to this bigger map's not going to make it any easier. Coming over the top now, jumping in. I think they might have seen targets up here, Llama. They're rushing forward, or perhaps not. Maybe a bit of a bamboozle there for all of us involved.
Yeah, well, we know Lars just like can see people. He has like X-ray vision, basically, so he probably knows where somebody is and just go out and find them. 11 kills right now, and we don't know how many Pathfinder has, so 4 squads left, and still full screen on them, still trying to, maybe they'll take a dub here.
Yeah, running the R301 and the alternator here, and this is a decent combination. I guess you don't really see, I feel like I don't really see the alternator used that much at these kind of higher levels, but right now this is basically just search and destroy for them. I mean, they have the supreme confidence, I imagine, to know that they will win most any gunfight that they get into, barring a few kind of exceptional circumstances like the one we saw at the tail end of the last match. So they generally tend to play really aggressive in this phase, which is, I mean, again, what we would expect, right, from teams of this caliber.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw that, we did see that sweet Kraper shot though, so you know when he's in trouble, he does also make great plays. So, but 4 squads left, like you said, and they're in a pretty good spot unless they get like sandwiched or maybe Shex goes down early or something like that. But other than that, they're looking pretty good in 2nd place again, trying to take back their crown here.
Yeah, that's how they lost, actually, the last map that we saw there. Ooh, and down to 3 squads down. Shex might have heard those gunshots. You can see the ping coming out almost immediately. But that was actually how CFC blah, 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 lost their last match there, was because they lost Shex early on. Got kind of killed too far away, really, for Lars to come in and easily retrieve the banner. That forced them kind of into a difficult situation. And then Lars, I mean, getting the kind of the perennial issue in a lot of these duo tournaments, which is, do you turn around and go for the respawn towards the end and try and make it a 2v2, or do you just try and fight out the 1v2 in the hopes that nobody can, you know, get the opportunity to roll you while you're getting that respawn?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think he could have maybe respawned in the other fight, but like you said, with the 2 squads left, it's hard to do that respawn. They're actually getting into a fight here. R301 alternate, like you said, kind of a weird combo, but hitting his shots with that 2x scope, and they're gonna push up and try and finish off this team, but they got to be careful because the other team, you know, can hear them right now.
Indeed, well, they're chucking some shots down range. gotten a lot of hits there, but nothing quite as penetrative as they would want. Looks like the Wraith is actually going to drop out. Very unfortunate for that lifeline. That will just get a band up on the high ground. Great job by Lars there with the heads-up play to take it down. And doing a great job there, too, of taking advantage of the fact the game has no fall damage by dropping down and picking up what he can from that box.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he did lose high ground, but the high ground would have been at a ring anyways. But a good alternator shots, honestly, to finish off that duo's fight right there.
Yeah, it's a funny gun. Like we don't usually see this, but I mean it appears to be working. Lars is getting the kills that he needs with it, so credit where credit is due. It's some spicy stuff. Coming up here on the care package, see if they get anything good out of that. Oh, that's tempting. And was that the end of the R99? I do think it was. Actually going to stick with the alternator here and pick up that Peacekeeper.
Interesting. Very interesting. I would have taken the other, not the alternator, but if you can hit all your shots with it, the damage buff on it and the mag buff on it definitely makes it a consistent damage weapon if you can actually hit your shots. 2 squads left and just crouch spamming right now.
Waiting, I guess. I mean, the ring is quite small.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
It's better for them. They don't actually have to search out the whole entire map. But they do have to search some of it to try and find another team to fight with 2 squads left, try and get this win here. And yeah, 2 squads left. I think 13 kills, I believe, on them. And we don't know if the other squad is a duo, a solo. Don't know. But again, they were in second place at the half with their team above them. And we do have another team in the bottom right taking a championship while we're watching CFG here. And we have some other teams getting some big kill points. Yes, Insane ISN takes a pretty big dub there, and getting good points, but CFG still looking for this last team over here, a second Peacekeeper. And that
might not be taking that one. See if Shex comes over and grabs it. I'm not sure. I mean, he pinged it out for him, so.
And like we said, a 24 kill win from Insane ISN. Very good for them. And we're going to stick with CFG here and try and finish them out, see if they can actually find this other team here. Through this outside the Lava City area, pretty interesting ring, but they just can't find this other team. They must be hiding out. Saw their 13 kills as kill leader and really don't want to fight them, I guess. Just playing a little bit cautious. But they both have purple. They both keep on running with the Bangalore. They do have Bangalore alt too, which is pretty nice, and they do have Pathfinder alt, I believe, too. So, and another care package coming down right by them. That could be just a third Peacekeeper if they're unlucky.
Admit this is getting a little ridiculous. Ridiculous. This ring is getting very small. This other team, I'll be honest with you, Llama. At a certain point in time, I just don't know what the logic is. Like, why are we hiding here, right? Like, what possible value could be derived from continuing to wait? And then, of course, there they are, not even looking, by the way, caught completely off guard is this other team's lifeline, who has known, I would say, for a significant amount of time now, about as long as they've been watching, there's only 2 people on the other side of the team, somehow still gets bumped. And is about to get pressed, and that's it. We don't even get to see it. So it was one person. Again, why are we prevaricating? Like, at what point in time are you just staving off the inevitable? And then the best part of it came forward, still caught by surprise. It wasn't like they had used that to get in there and do some sort of big sneaky kill.
18 kills and a win. Back to the big board for us. A big game from CFG. We also saw that big game from Insane, but it looks like actually Insane might be having some problems finding their second teammate here. Could cost them some trouble, wasting precious time here. But top right, we still have Sin Bravo. He had 12 kills on that Octane, just been slaying out every single game. An assist comes out on the Wraith, taking more people down. Top right, I think Sin is in first place at the half, but we don't know currently, and looks like CFG going to drop right back in. And I think Insane, actually, they did find their second member finally. They must have had a connect error or something like that. One of them crashed.
They found him. It's good. He's good. He's been returned to his parents. They pinged the intercom system in the supermarket.
Would have been so tragic.
Indeed, it would have been. In the top right-hand corner, building towards a win here is Austin and the boys trying to pick one up there for Sin Bravo. 5 squads left in their game, a significant amount of kills, as you said. Meanwhile, in the bottom left corner, just starting to enter the end game, there is OHP Black, who last time we saw them on a big board had a little bit of a rough time, but they're going to take that zipline straight up there into the gut of a Wraith. Drop down onto the same. The Wraith running for the hills there will, I think, have escaped the majority of the pressure, escaped the pursuers, and that'll reset there.
Yeah, and like we're seeing a lot of teams in this tournament just have no care about their self and just go up zip lines. Multiple teams have just gone straight up zip lines, not cared at all, and just put straight into teams. But here we go. Looks like OHP in a little bit of trouble. One down, and it looks like the Bangler has no shields. It might be a 1v1 or a 1v2. We don't actually know. But they're having a little bit of trouble every time we talk about them, giving them a little bit of caster curse. And it looks like it is actually going to be a 1v1 here. Bangler going to pop some shields to try and finish this maybe off here. Still with red. Might go for the res. Yep.
Yep, we'll get him back in. I guess they kind of get... Whoa, nope. Pulls off of it. All for the bait there. All for the bait as the Bangalore jumps forward. Good little bit of movement ability there. Hopping off the jumping off that higher ledge to just get a little bit of... Whoa!
Oh!
Nearly, I think, got their head taken off, but are able to turn it around and get the res back in there. Throws down the smoke for those purposes. Meanwhile, in the top right-hand corner, 4 squads left, so ticking down there. The rest of our teams, it's a little bit bad for Insane. They dropped in, and I think immediately it was a bad run for the Bangalore there. MS just taken down, trying to, I think, get back into the action now. In the top right-hand corner, out comes the jump pad, trying to get up to the bottom level of the bridge here to engage.
Oh, that was beautiful.
With some people. Drops down in. I thought it was a lifeline there for a second, but I'm pretty sure it was a Mirage just running, or a Mirage, as it were, running in the opposite direction. And I think we'll probably bring up the big board here. We'll bring up the close-up here to see if Sin Bravo can finish this one out with 3. If we get into another situation, though, where one particular lifeline is just waiting to clumsily walk into death, maybe we'll go watch something else. Not that I'm bitter or anything.
And we also, in bottom left, I don't think anybody can see. Yeah. OHP, we got 3 squads left, and we also have 3 squads left for Sin Bravo. So, but Sin Bravo, 13 kills on the Octane right now, which is just crazy, being the kill leader. And does that Octane jump out again with those super strong arms, and looks like they're going to push another team here really low, and the Wraith takes another out. They're just not stopping. They're just going to keep on going. Our 9 shots, and wow, okay. They're just going to keep on killing people, I guess. No time to even...
Well, it is the name of the game, Llama, if we're being honest.
It's true.
They don't call it a kind of, I don't know what the alternative to a kill race would be, a live race. That's not really what we're going for here, though. What an interesting concept that would be. Shooting again, I think they've got the second squad in their game now in the top right-hand corner, because they're going to come in and just polish off that championship, easy as you please, and not really even breaking a sweat there towards the end. Just good, clean gameplay.
We didn't even get a chance to who they were killing. They were just killing everybody in the entire game. We got to see how many kills they get, though. I'd say above 20.
26. That's very big. That is a big number.
That's a lot.
3 left there. OHP Black, bottom left-hand corner. Taking some shots, though, not particularly great. And this is a situation we've seen before. You see that Wraith nerf kicking in there for half a second, Mama, because of those shots, and then no longer invulnerable in it as well, kicking it as well. So the nerf. Whoa! Hello! On the back end. From the top rope. The people's elbow right there to save the day.
That's a good one. Gotta see how many kills.
Tonight, the role of the people's elbow will be filled by Bangalore, and dropping it over the top there. Good solid round there for OHP Black, kind of coming back after they had that rather unfortunate round last time we saw them on stream. So good for them.
Skilldown's right. We gotta tune in next week for the live race event. How long you can live?
It's almost like the game. That's a key element of the game. Staying alive. Who would do that? Who would do that?
I don't know.
Not me, that's for sure. Dying Dying early is my forte, so put that on my resume. Anyway, dies early in Apex. I prefer to think of it as being generous to the other teams in the lobby, really, at this point in time. Yeah,
Definitely.
you're donating some losses to them, or donating some wins to them, really.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, it's all about how you spin it.
Yeah.
Anyway, taking a
like-
zip line here, top left-hand corner. 4 kills, I think, in the bank there. 11 squads left in their game. Bottom right-hand corner, Insane starting a whole new match there.
We don't have. I don't believe the. Right now, I believe it is Insane or Sin or CFG. One of the. These were our 4 teams at the break, I believe, our top 4 teams. So.
Yeah, it's it is, I believe, Insane was at the top of the leaderboard, and then CFG is right behind them. The leaderboard the leaderboard now maybe a little bit scuffed because we did have some reporting issues earlier on, so we still have people working on making sure that's all streamlined on the back end. So we'll make sure that obviously things are updated, but I've been reliably informed by the producer that based on the kind of raw reporting data that we have, these are 4 out of the 5 top teams. I can't give you the exact order right now, though.
And it looks like most teams are still in their mid game. We do have CFG already back into their late mid game with 10 squads left. 24 actually top right, 20 bottom right, and then just dropping in for OHP, who we saw clutch up that win right there with the 1 member down, but gets it. And CFG looks like they're pushing another team, just classic them, always see them pushing teams. And Mastiff R9, pretty amazing. Gonna sit on that portal, wait for it to go through so he can just chase that Wraith super hard. And I'm gonna go through it, and that Wraith will be sitting and waiting, and oh, dangerous, almost
Awkward.
goes down there. Yeah,
His teammate's waiting on the other end, though, and I do think they will get the knock on the other side. Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Oh man, that's crazy. Just waited for him. Feels bad. Hate to see it, but you love to see it for CFG.
You do hate to see it. In answer to your question there, Ocean Picks, we will have Overwatch streams all of next week. It's the grand finals for the PS4 side of our multi-tier tournament. You can also go back and check some of our previous videos from last week. That is the grand finals for all of our Xbox players there on that as well. So plenty of Overwatch there coming up next week for you in on our previous history. But it's all about Apex right now, and we see in the top right-hand corner the jump pad going out again there for Austin, who takes it to great effect. A little bit of a rough situation for OHP, but nothing unsalvageable. Unfortunately, bottom right-hand corner, Insane, they're struggling just a little bit here. That Bangalore's life kind of passing before our eyes at the moment.
Yeah, no knockdown shield, like probably 10 health left, so if she gets tagged by anything, she's done, but Rez will probably come out, and they'll be good. Looks like OHP getting an even rougher situation. One of them getting hit by the thermite, gonna pop that Phoenix, and just kills actually come out in top right for Sin Bravo, so. And it looks like CFG gonna get red Evo and purple Evo. So they're looking pretty good. 6 squads left for them. All of their teams are ish mid-game, 14 squads, 11 squads, and 21 squads. We still see CFG take just another down. Just typing people with the R9.
Like a laser in the hands of a skilled player who really knows how to use it. Securing kill leader right there, and it is a very deserved kill leader. Just going to watch CFG go to work here for a little bit. They have 5 squads left in their match. 6 kills to their name there. Lars trying to lead the charge. Again, though, we're running into that situation where they have a pretty big ring, Llama, and they can't necessarily...
Yeah. They gotta comb it over, but it feels like they're getting a little bit less kill games this half. Feels like they're just like... It feels like most of their other games are like 20 above 20, and now most of them feel like they're under 20, so... if that's going to make the difference. So
it could be something to do with World's Edge in general, just kind of diluting the ability for them to stack up kills as regularly, the bigger space.
Yeah, definitely.
They were really, it took them a long time to finish off that one match, and the way we're looking at it right now, they're building towards a similar situation here, where they're taking a while, I think, to track down anyone as they just push through the city here. And again, with just 5 squads of duos left on a map that's quite as big as this one, this is, not an easy task, right, to narrow down your opponent's location. Shex maybe just fired something right there, and sure enough, he did. I don't know if he's got sightlines on a target, but sure enough, Lars will take the zipline up to the high edge, doing a little bit of a looky-loo. Can't quite find anyone, though, as he drops down.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
On some
He found
more.
him.
Ooh, gold body shield. And wow, just really quick eliminations.
Destruction.
There's a bunch of death
Absolute.
boxes here that could get much looted up for everything they need in the following fights. And they got, what, 3 squads left? And they're in a really good spot to take some wins, take some good kills here. They both got red Evo now, and more teams shooting at them from the bridge, but they only have white. So a good fight for CFG.
For the other
Wanna
team,
take
I
it.
mean, obviously fortunate for them.
Oh man, that was some good 9 shots coming out, and just lasering some people and gonna push up with that Bangalore smoke. Grab onto the wall there for half a second.
Not really sure what the strategy was. You see the Mirage decoy come out. Okay, and there comes the barrage from the Jibby as well. Stacked up in the middle of this, though, is Lars. Lars basically choosing to play this one out and hunt for kills in the midst of that smoke. Takes the barrage full to the face there. And funny enough, I don't think this entire time we've seen Lars throw his ult.
No, I really haven't seen him ever. Alright, he's just doesn't really want to use it. Not once.
He's saving it. He's saving it for something big. Something that'll make you shiver right there. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be good. Lars dipping, dashing along the top edge here. 2 squads left in their game, and I can't help but feel a little bit of a sense of deja vu.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, thing is, with the Bangalore ult, if you're that aggressive and you throw it straight in front of you, you can stun yourself and it can hurt you more than it can help you. So maybe he's just scared that he's gonna hurt himself more than it's gonna tag the enemies up. But yeah, he's not gonna ever throw it unless he really, really needs it.
Certainly does seem to be that way, but again, we're kind of back on the hunt rotation here, and hopefully they're able to wrap this up a little bit quicker than they were last time when they just had that one random lifeline hiding from them. And I'm not sure really on this map that they can, so just see here if we want to stick with this or we want to go back to the big board. I mean, obviously, we'd love to see them win it out, but I think they are playing a bit of hide and seek, so we are going to pop back out to the big board here.
Oh, they actually found him. They just found him.
Oh, of course they did. The minute we left, they locked on. Now they're just exchanging gunfire at long distance, but it's okay. We're back on the big board now. We'll see if they wrap that championship up in their favor. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, you see Sin Bravo engaging in a good little gunfight there. Top 5 squads in their game as the smoke grenade is dropped rather unceremoniously on top of Austin. Meanwhile, on the bottom right-hand corner, kind of the mid-game stage. Back in the top left, though, Nox with the Mastiff, so that just leaves one poor unfortunate soul to be wiped out here. Somebody's got to self-revive. It's not that Revenant who they just murk. Savage.
There it is. The win for CFG. That one was faster. They didn't have to search the entire map.
Yeah, that was faster. It didn't take him forever. And then at the end of the day, when the lifeline did rock up, they weren't doing so blindfolded. So it was a little bit more of a thrilling engagement there, but only 18 kills for them. So not the most spectacular finish, all things considered. Sin Bravo here closing out on their game. 4 squads left, 11 kills in the bank. It's a dangerous situation, though, and there's that AMP coming in as well. Austin forced to recharge the shields here, hiding behind cover. Pops the Octane, getting that speed. Yeah, go, 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 go. Can they land the shots? They sure can. Gotta stop. That's a Mirage. Now they're getting shot from behind. There he is.
Oh.
Too bad, so sad. Daddy Cornbread. Today is not your day.
Yeah, they both have gold. Pretty good shields, and 3 squads left. We're fully zoomed in on them, and looking to hold one of their top 5 spots here. And got, I think, 9 kills, I believe it is, maybe 8 squads left. So in a really good position to maybe take a win here, maybe do something else. But
we've not seen a lot of Evo shields here today.
No,
which is interesting.
I think we see CFG running more Evo shields, and I think we see everybody else running more gold. But it's just personal preference. I mean, gold is going to heal you 2 times faster, but you also don't get that extra little shield. So
true. That was a good jump there. Great use of the jump pad to get him that extra bit of distance. and he'll just keep using the speed here. I mean, you can't really blame him, right? This is the Octane play. I think basically just on a scouting mission right now, seeing if they can draw any attention whatsoever. Octane syringing again here.
He's got to be carrying like 3 stacks of them because he's using them so often.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Oh, use him again. Good lord.
I feel like the Wraith is just feeling a little bit behind him. Just because
surprisingly, actually, the Wraith seems to be hanging tight. It's not really that far behind him. Void Nova's still there. You can see on the little mini map. Is closing the distance. But again, the perennial issue with World's Edge, we're just not seeing any opponents. Yeah. So the chase is on. I mean, they've crossed a huge amount of distance in a very short amount of time. And he thinks he might have sights there on that high ground. I don't think we actually saw any enemies there, but they're going to drop in anyway. A little bit of an emote there for all of you at home, and he'll come over the top. Oh, no, sure enough, he did see somebody up there, and that's my terrible eyesight kicking in. And
vision.
They're on full pursuit right now because they smell blood in the water right there, and will get pure NV taken out, and that'll mean Void Nova will take kill leader with 8, so we know that they have 16 kills split between them with 3 squads left.
About 50 minutes left for all of our teams, I believe. So I gotta keep going here, stay consistent, and make sure to get some more wins because these teams are definitely all contesting it. But one bad match could lose you the game, but one really good match could honestly win it for you. So 2 squads left now for Austin, and both of them have gold shields. They're in a really good spot. They see them. Both have 9 kills. Wow. So 18 total. They're gonna push super hard. Octane pad comes out. Lifeline goes down, and it looks like they're just going to 2v1, and there it is. Championship for Austin. And boys. Jump pad.
Clean.
Behind
I believe is the right word. Clean ending there for sure.
Yeah. I believe they got 20. Yep, 20 kills.
Solid game. Nothing to complain about there. And we'll flip on over to OHP Black, who are now with 4 squads left in their match. All the teams kind of on our big board just rotating through a series of pretty impressive kills towards the end, or good games in general.
We haven't actually, none of these teams have actually met up yet, so it'd be really interesting to see one of them meet up on the same server or something like that in the same match. But there's a lot of people playing right now, so it's not really that great of a chance that they're going to meet up. But OHP got 4 squads left, doing pretty good for themselves with guns and armor and all that. Got red and gold shields, so looking pretty good.
Has happened before, though. We have actually seen that happen before. Teams have hit one another in these matches.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the self-revive to go off before killing that guy, and that's cruel, to be honest. You wouldn't know it looking at him there on his webcam. That's the face of a stone-cold killer right there. OHP Ghost waited for the res and then just pumped those R99 rounds in. Didn't even blink.
Yeah, double-digit kills, though.
Water in his veins.
Yeah.
Love it. Love to see it, to be honest.
Will it be a solo lifeline that they need to search the whole map for? Don't know.
Could be. I mean, we've seen it done, so... Still not over that, by the way. I'm still not. I would have been okay with it if the lifeline had like popped out and just, popped someone with like a sniper rifle or something, but it was so tepid, just like, oh god, the enemy team. Oh, it looks like they've got a Wraith this time, not hiding, but still getting run over. Goodbye, Jawibbler.
Now
the infamous Jibwibbler there, and they've got the last one on sites as well. And you do get a sort of a feeling of inevitability here as OHP wholly closes this in, and that'll be another championship. Well done there for the folks for OHP.
That's another big win for them. See how many kills they did have, at least double digits on Ghost, I believe. So to see here how many they get. Most of other teams are in mid game, so 23, pretty nice.
Going back to the big board now, and we are happy to report receiving word from the boys in the back there, or folks in the back, I should say, that everything is equal and good now in terms of score distribution. Should be okay. If you do still continue to have issues with it or anything like that, you can go ahead and hop into the questions channel, tournament questions channel in our Discord. They will be able to help you out if you should continue to have problems, but it should be okay now.
Hold on a second.
Coming in, and Lars just used his ult.
He used his ult.
Oh my god! Top left-hand corner.
Sight.
The barrage is in. My lord.
He used it.
That's a great use. Clearing enough room for him to go in and get the res on their Pathfinder teammate. Great play right there. Well done indeed.
Yeah, I guess some good
Finally.
shots with that Prowler. Oh man,
Finally used it.
used it and just it was a solo. So wow, picks out that kill.
He's been holding
Both
on
of
to
our
that
other
for like
teams-
4 maps. It's
Yeah.
He's about ready to use it in the next Killrace tournament we had, but I guess he had to throw it now. So,
Yeah.
taking a
8
look.
squads left in the bottom right, and we got 21 in the top right. So good game for most of our teams, and we have OHP dropping back in after that. Pretty nice win.
Yeah, top right hand corner, you see Sim Bravo there fighting a Mirage. I think they might have
Ooh.
finally closed in on him. No, gets knocked. That's not particularly great. Austin, though, will be rescued, bailed out by Void Nova this time. Comes in and gets the cleanup kills there and will resurrect the Octine, bring him back into the fight. You know, something interesting to me, Llama, is we have seen basically no lifeline play from any of the teams that are doing the best today.
Yeah, we saw it early, I think, from a couple of teams, and then they just like, nope, it's not the play. I think Lifeline is very good when it's a more defensive game, but with these teams playing as aggressive they are, I don't think they can. They don't even want to have the mindset of they're going down at all. So I think they're just gonna stay away from the Lifeline. And we're seeing a lot of Octane, we're seeing a lot of Pathfinder Bangalore, so we're seeing Wraith too. So those are the 4 pretty common characters. No Gibraltar, which makes me kind of sad, but it's understandable. Not the most aggressive character in the game.
No, certainly not. A little bit, bigger, more
Yeah.
defensively oriented. It's interesting. The Profusion of Bangalore, I think, is the one that's most interesting me, and I don't know if that is just a kill race format decision or if Bangalore is secretly kind of cracked, and I'm just not aware of it. I mean, I like Bangalore's kit. I think it's cool. I think smoke grenades are awesome, but we are seeing a lot of Bangalore play today. Wraith Portal there in the top left-hand corner. Lars takes a look, not able to bring down the target. That was there. Top right-hand corner, just running for room, looking for something, more land to roam. And in the bottom right-hand corner, again, just kind of the exploration phase there. Oh, nope, never mind. Spoke too soon. Came up around the corner and knocked somebody down. They've got another target up there on top of the tank, getting a couple of shots in. We'll redirect to the high ground. MS trying to come
take the
over
zip. They don't care.
Yep, just destroys them. Supreme confidence. And what a deathbox landing as well. Balancing on that beam like that. It's amazing how that works.
Yeah. See top left, CFG getting into another fight. Risk of them and one down. So
Physics.
They
What is
have
it?
some 6 or maybe 8 squads left. 8 squads, I believe, and then 5. And
Up into Insane here, taking him up to full screen. Got this Prowler still on the burst fire by the looks of it, but getting kills with it nonetheless. Oh, no, they've got the select fire attachment there. There we go. So they will be able to thumb that one over to full auto, the ever popular Prowler full auto, nasty gun. Again, though, funny enough, MS running the 2 submachine gun setup here, the Prowler and the R99.
very, very good for aggressive play. And looks like they might be seeing another team over here somewhere. I believe Pathfinder might have been in the Death Totem. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But 2 submachine guns. Yeah, it's the R99 with that burst, and then you can just finish off someone so easily with the Prowler. They're not trying to fight long range at all. They're trying to get up close in people's faces, and we've definitely seen that with their play style.
Whoop, down into the pit. Smoke coming out. Doesn't quite impact, I think, exactly when they would have wanted it to, but would have given them some cover regardless. Got to admire the heads-up play, the tactical thinking, as it were. MS looking around, not really finding anyone, though. Gonna take the zip line up here to the high ground and just take it right back down again.
I mean, they got
Traveling.
4 squads left. They're looking for those solo lifelines, trying to find them out. And I don't really see anybody. This is just a huge ring and a huge map, so much cover. And actually, there's a team across the way with poking them out, and just 1 shield loss. So Bangalore will pop that real quick, and we throw some nades over there, try and give them some cover. They might try and go across the zip. I don't think it'd be very smart, but we've seen them do it before. They might do it again, but it looks like now they're just gonna keep on across, trying to keep poking them out. Gonna switch scopes, put that R9. Lands a few shots, actually breaks someone, and they have to drop, and they're pushing full on, and smoke comes out. I try and finish this team 2v1, I believe. 1 goes down. It's actually another one in the smoke, and there is the finishes. Wow. So 2 squads left. Have to be careful. The other team probably heard that fighting somewhere. And actually, they are right there, pushing up with the purple shield. Double SMG, looking pretty good. Actually had his Prowler on burst instead of auto, and it's actually hitting pretty nice. Pretty nice shots coming out. One has blue, one has purple, I believe. And there it is, one left, 2v1, and there it is. Championship for insane. They're insane.
Done and done. Game, set, match, very well played out. I mean, it was kind of almost a little bit ugly there for them for a second, I will say. Llama taking that long-range engagement, probably not the ideal, right, when you're running the double SMG. But the man switched over to the Prowler on the burst fire mode. You wouldn't even know they were particularly fussed about it, just getting those shots in, making it work. CFG now closing in. 4 squads left in their match. Shots coming down range from the R99. We'll get another knock and elimination there, and then flee back into the cold, loving embrace of the ring. On the far left-hand side, they've got another squad here running. I don't really know what the plan was for these particular guys, but I guarantee you it wasn't to just get destroyed on the outside edge. Not sure what he's looking for here. I assume he's trying to figure out if there's a self-revive. He finds it. Goodbye, Yomi. The other team member... Did they have a self-revive as well? Yeah, 2 self-revives. Just go in and polish that one off, too, while you're at it. Sorry, Loba. And he'll take the kill leader there, too. So 2 squads left, and man, deja vu. Let us hope, though, that this time they can find their opponents in relatively quick haste before we have to pan away from them. Shek's getting some shots in there early on. Llama, I think he might maybe have had a victim in mind. I hate to call them an opponent because at this stage it doesn't really feel like it. Missed shots coming in. A couple of shots over the top. There you go. Nothing they can do for it. Laser him down with the R99. Gonna push up. Digital threat. Not even fuss. Great win there. Solid finish for the boys from CFG.
Definitely. Yeah, easy win. Like you said, victims, not opponents, just victims at this point. Obstacles, yeah, they take a win. Good on their part. So we're seeing a lot of these teams taking wins here. 21 kills, another 20+ kill game for them. As we saw, and Insane just take wins. So I believe we're going to be going back to the big board here, and we have 2 teams closing in on a win, and that is OHP Black and I believe
Sin Bravo up there in the top right-hand corner,
yes.
Trying to close it out, playing over there by the train station. As it were, one of the many train stations, I should say.
Yes,
there are quite a few.
But I think it's a pretty low kill count on OHP right now, and Sin Bravo does have a decent amount of kills. So, but both going into mid game, it looks like Insane did redrop 23 squads, and they just dropped, so pretty good for them, or pretty bad if they looking for more kills, but it might be a fast game for them. And we also see that CFG dropping right back in after we saw them just take a win.
Well, it was a cheeky placement right there. You saw getting up on the high ground, the Octane kind of dropped, held there for a second on that little lip edge, seeing if anybody was going to rotate through the canyon. Nobody did, so they were able to run down. But yeah, there's a little tip/trick for those of you at home. If you are looking for a good place to land, to hold up, to wait to ambush somebody, you got it right there. Bottom left-hand corner, though, Llama OHP Black got some shots in on them. Not really a lot they can do, and they'll actually lose the Bangalore here. Tries to push up and close. Will get the knock, though. Don't think he finished off the squad, and they'll lose their teammate here. So that's a lot of pressure being put there on the Wraith to play this one
1v1. And can he clutch up? Can Ghost clutch up? This is the time. Couple body shields to get that shield bed off. Does have a little bit of health missing, and does not see where this other guy is. Can be very dangerous. Actually, see someone. Actually, that's the Elim on the other. So it is still 1v1.
Kills matter. I mean, you finish what you can. You get those kills in the bank. Gonna go up and check the box there. Nope, backing away from that for a second. Maybe he heard footsteps. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a purple body shield swap right for him there, but there's the guy right there gonna push up. Yep, like I said, take that purple body swap. Very smart, and gonna push up. That means he had to heal. He's already full health. Should be a good fight for him to take. Massive shots come out him and just clean. Come out.
Yeah, very clean, great shots there. Everything just hitting exactly where he needed it to get maximum damage. I mean, still obviously facing a pretty tall order here. Grabs the respawn beacon. 5 squads left in the match. Could, I think, theoretically get his teammate back in, but it's not going to be an easy task by any stretch of the word. Does look like CFG up in the top left corner had a rather ignominious exit from the game that they just queued into, 26 of 30, so we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Meanwhile, in the top right-hand corner, Austin, 3 squads left in their game right now, and they are not significantly disadvantaged, considering they just put down another squad and hit 10 kills in their match.
You see where that team was hiding?
Yeah, I did see where that team was hiding, actually, down there under the lip of the cliff by the lava. That's curious.
It feels bad for them. They were just trying to hide and just ruin their day. They really did.
Just trying to live, man. Just trying to live. I don't know why people got to come up in here and ruin these lava canyon habitats. But
yeah, like you said, 10 kills for them. 2 squads left, looking to take another win. 3 people watching him, actually. Pretty good on himself for that. They're really curious to see if he can clutch up on this win right here. And we see OHP's got 4 squads left in that, and they're also pushing a respawn beacon. 10 squads left in bottom right, but we also are just focusing in on Sin Bravo, see if they can take this final squad out. And
ooh, good shots right there coming out. 2 squads left in the match. They've got one knocked. Obviously, they know where the positioning is on the high ground. Just the Octane here trying to finish this one out. Gets big, meaty hits. Lots of damage coming in now. Trying to get up this wall. Trying to get back to the high ground where he can get the contest. His opponent just ducks out of the way. That's another solid championship. And I tell you what, Llama, today, these guys that we've had on our big board, it's just been championship after championship for the majority of these folks.
It really has, Corbec. I mean, like, those Hemlock body shots were so nice, and he had some really nice R9 shots to just one clip him. He had a little bit of trouble climbing there, but did finish him off with a couple bursts here, so.
Yeah, all these teams really making a kill race out of it, truth be told. Pretty close to one another here. OHP Black in a dangerous situation gets that knock. He did manage to, of course, get his Bangalore res back in here, so not completely alone in these final stages. Though considering the fact that Bangalore is down once more, that's not particularly good. He forced into cover here. His Ghost needs to get that shield cell off. Definitely wants to get out and re-up the Bangalore, though. You don't want to bring him back in just for him to die again.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, this other their teammate looks like that they got both up, actually. Yeah, they did, but OHP takes one down without even getting tagged up himself and just lasered. Ooh, another one with a nice sight. We'll go res the Bangalore safely this time.
Easy as you please for him right there. Absolute wizard on the sticks when it comes to aiming that gun. Making it look simple. I'm sure anyone who has played the game at all could attest to you just how not simple it is to land your shots quite that well. It takes a significant bit of talent, so
yeah.
Just don't want anybody at home getting false expectations. What is it they used to put at the disclaimer? Like, do not try and perform these acts unless you are a professional or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of practice. These guys have put in a lot of work. Big credit to them for as much kills and as much time they put into this game to be here today.
It's true. It is true. They do a spectacular job getting the picks and what have you. Good shots there, too, coming down range as they'll rotate back through here, trying to close in on some poor unfortunate soul who barely had any loot at all in that top left corner. On the top right corner, the drop is coming in right now.
Actually, OHP Black in trouble now. One down. The Bangalore down again with that being her, I think, 3rd time down. She'll go down super fast, but the Wraith Portal will come out and she'll try to maybe get the res off here. The other team's pushing hard, though.
They are getting pushed hard, getting up to the high ground there to try and take this one out. It was actually pretty well played. That Bloodhound had no idea what was waiting for him on the top deck. Good shots coming in, but now getting sandwiched on both sides. A lot of damage coming in. There's really nothing he can do up there. And you can see kind of the wince coming out for OHP. Ghost knows that he was in trouble and will
He had so good
there.
shots, too, on the Bloodhound and the Wraith. I think if it was a 2v2, I think they win that easily, but pretty sad. 13 kills, and they drop out early at 3rd place. Not the greatest, but you know, it was almost a good clutch up, but not enough. So 10 kills, I guess. No win.
Indeed, running back into cover now on the top right-hand corner. A bit of a bitter initial engagement there for Sin Bravo, but nothing that they can't overcome. Bottom right-hand corner, coming up to the end of the game is insane. MS here looking for something, throws out that jump pad. Should get him right back over to about where his Pathfinder is, so they can regroup relatively easily. And just hunting for kills now. I really feel like they might have somebody down in this river area, Llama, the way they're staring at it.
Yeah, I feel like they might have saw that. They're definitely keeping some vision down there. Maybe not. I mean, that area does have a lot of cover and cubby holes that someone could hide in. So, but we do see top left. It looks like CFG killing some more people in that giant Capitol building there with running that Scout R9 again, hitting those shots. Has the actual, doesn't have the double tap on it this time either. And top right, we do have one member of Sin Bravo down in that Capitol spot. I got you. And we're going to go to Insane, I believe, with 3 squads left. So
they sure do have 3 squads left. They've been killing up a little storm over there, and we'll see them try and finish this one out. Only 8 kills there on the side of MS. We don't know how many his partner has in this particular endeavor. Slay, I think, has spotted somebody or has at least put down an indicator of where he thinks they should go. Not sure if he's just tagging the train for fun there, though. Might be doing exactly that.
And we do actually see the Evo shield. Like you said, we hadn't seen it too much in the tournament today, but looks like the Pathfinder are going to be running that red Evo, and they do have also purple on the Octane. So pretty good shields to go into a fight, and I believe he's running Prowler R9 or maybe Hemlock R9, which is another interesting combo. Not too great long range, but definitely good mid to close range.
Well, I mean, we've seen good performances with this setup before from people in the tournament, so I think we may see one again here. I don't know. That's quite an interesting little jump there. Good maneuver that he did to get him around. The hunt still continuing here, though. 3 squads in the match. Looks like they again thought they might have seen a target, and sure enough, they do. Just fires a couple of shots from the hip, kind of a loose spray pattern over there, trying to make whoever it was that wanted to push him reconsider that option. Now they're beginning to push up. Slay in the lead there, but really it's MS taking the big hits here, forced to hide in cover and pop the shield battery. Needs just a little bit of covering fire from Slay on the other side, and Slay provides more than just covering fire. He gets 2 knocks. I think they're getting pushed on the backside edge right now. Pretty sure. Just saw a teammate there. EMP goes off. Big EMP immediately goes in to restore the shields. Not a lot of other choice that he has. Now playing around the outside edge. Needs a heal desperately as the ring comes in. Octane right in that fine line. Just gets back on the other side of it. Should be able to get the med kit off right there, but that was squeaky bum time to be sure there for for MS. Looked like he might have lost out. They're still hunting the target though, but they seem to have lost their opponents, Llama, in the midst of all that ring drama.
Yeah, it looks like the team took low ground, which, I mean, the other team, not a great decision for them. They could have also gone back to the ring and held high ground against them, but it looks like they might be inside this tunnel area. I don't know. We'll have to see as they're going to push up, try and take this win. That was really nice. They didn't push with the crypto ult, which actually they find one right here, hiding inside the tunnel and just deleted.
Oh no, came around the corner. That's an easy championship for them. Llama didn't even make it particularly difficult there at the end, and you're right. Not a good call by the opposing team there to hop into the low ground contained space and basically give 2 high mobility characters the play of the run there.
Yeah, not a great decision. I think if the other team takes high ground, they can totally kill them there easy, but they take the low ground with worse body shield, so it's just an easy win for that team. So 15 kills, and looks like we're gonna go back to the board here with 7 squads top left with CFG. We got 11 squads top right with Sin Bravo, and we got, I believe, 17 now with OHP Black. So a lot of teams still in their mid game here. Looks like one person going to get respawned on the side of Sin Bravo. Really important to have both of your teammates in this duos format. And we do actually have 25 minutes left. So teams got to be closing out these games, and it's going to come down to the wire for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We are coming down towards the end now. About 20-ish minutes here left before we hit that grace period, which would be the theoretical end of games for most of these teams. It's been tight so far. I mean, obviously our scoreboard may be lagging a little bit behind, but we are relatively confident that every single team being displayed on the board right now is in the top 5. We don't quite know the order of that, but it's been kind of a back and forth battle. I think at one point in time or another, Llama, we've seen almost every single one of these teams currently on display at the top, and they kind of just keep leapfrogging back and forth through one another. So little mistakes, little deaths, early losses in games are all playing a big factor here as we wind down towards the end.
Yeah, definitely. It's just one little mistake could literally cost you a first place, because that 1 minute or that death could cause you like 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes they could be getting like 5 more kills than you. So, like we said, all these teams are very good, and all of them teams have a possibility to win. It's just who's gonna actually finish it out. And
yes, and a little reminder of what's on the line here. It is a significant prize pool being donated here by NHG, the sponsors of today's event. That is Not Human Gaming. You can find them on Twitter at NHG_gaming, an org that kindly stepped forward and sponsored today's tournament. So thank you so much to them for bringing the sponsorship, bringing the prize pool, and bringing out our players. 194 teams were registered for today's Apex Killrace. So a significant amount of you out there engaging in a battle in the arena today.
And also a big thanks to everybody behind the scenes, our producer, and all of the people that are participating. Big thanks to them putting all this work in, and everybody watching live in a Twitch chat. Appreciate you guys too.
Well, most of our two of our squads here kind of in the in-game or mid-game as they were. Top left-hand corner, CFG Lars. They're kind of entering their end game now for this particular match. 5 squads left. Bottom right-hand corner, though, Insane, we did just see them pick up that win, so they are kind of right back in the action. 20 squads left in their game, and I think already getting a small number of kills in their match. But still going here. It's a good knock down there on the bottom left-hand side. Kind of a weird gunfight, actually. Even as I say that, going down is OHP Ghost. Has the self-revive in the pocket. Don't know if they're going to get the clearance to use it. Really depends on how aggressive their opponent is, and they'll bury themselves in the corner of this cliff and try and pin it out. But, oh, there's the ping by the Bloodhound. And truth be told... Oh, no, it was a Gibraltar ult. I thought it was a Bloodhound ping for a second there. It's just a Gibraltar ult coming in. Might actually be protected here. Not from that.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Not from that. Gibby just like a crab walked her out to the front, put him down. Love to see it. Pretty brutal right there, and that'll send them back to the lobby. So not a particularly good showing there on the outside edge for OHP Black. Meanwhile, in the top right-hand corner, moving into the end game is Sin Bravo. I think just trying to wrap things up with 6 squads left in their match, a decent amount of kills under their belt that I do believe, I would say, that they would like to see more.
Yeah.
We don't know how much their partner has, but it's probably a not insignificant number. And on the top left-hand corner, CFG has 4 squads left in their game.
Yeah, they got big kills somehow. Somehow they're not kill leader. Maybe his teammate is, maybe the Pathfinder is, maybe they both have double-digit kills. That would be pretty crazy, but not really crazy for them because we know what they can do. And there we go. Shex just takes one down real quick, and boom, another down for Shex. Just wipes all the squad by himself, and there it is. Both gold body shields in a really good position. 3 squads left. 5 squads left on Sin Bravo. So a lot of teams entering their later stages, and it looks like also Insane is in trouble right now. The Octane down. Pathfinder the only one left. While CFG in the top left takes some more down. And it looks like actually Pathfinder go down. It'll be a 1v1. It looks like it's going to be a Caustic with no body shield, and there's the limbs. Pretty nice through the smoke. Didn't even just guess where he was and come out. Oh.
Goes and gets the banner there. Can't get the res. Getting immediately a push by the second team in this match. Yikers! Manages to get, I think, back online. The Pathfinder in that situation might have had a self-res, actually, which I think significantly contributed to their ability to get back in. And their opponents are up, I believe, on that supply ship. And they're going to waste no time. Lars getting straight in there. He wants it.
He's going to push straight up.
He's hungry.
Oh.
And he doesn't even need to do anything, but he still feasts, as it were. A meal prepared to him by his teammate in the self-revive. And yeah, well played there. Another championship coming in for CFG, and these guys neck and neck here, really just championship after championship after championship. Cool. Top right-hand corner, Llama situation not so hot, though.
28 kills for
wow,
CFG.
Huge game. That game. Massive.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. But like you said, top right, we do have have them with 3 squads left, and they do have some kills, so maybe not the 28 that CFG just dropped, but definitely 7. We'll go full screen in on them.
Yeah, we will take a closer look here as Sin Bravo tries to close out this game. Not as many kills to their name, to be sure, though I'm sure they wish that there were. Going here, just looking around, they have a target somewhere around here. I think they're well aware that there is an opponent in this area. Still running that Hemlock R99. We've seen them use it multiple times this evening, or today, I should say this afternoon, to good effect, solid effect, mostly throughout. Popping the octane speed, just trying to get a little bit of distance here. And again, the hunt is on, right? You got to go into the ring and try and hope that your opponents play into you or vice versa.
Yeah, well, this is a really interesting ring. If there's actually people sitting on top of that house, that would have been a really, really bad push. But it looks like there isn't. So there is 2 squads left here, and still on the hunt. Still on the hunt. 20 minutes left in our tournament here. So, well, 15 until the grace period. So we're gonna see 2 squads left. They're looking for that solo lifeline that really doesn't want to fight.
Beautiful use of the jump pad there, though, to connect over to the balloon and fly up, drop off, get really good momentum mobility out of that whole string of events. Took him pretty far here, and again, using that octane speed to just close down, basically charging through this facility, Lawman, looking exactly for what they just got, which is a little bit of clipped there. That'll set up Nova coming in on the backhand side, just going to start firing away. And they're going to use this R99 and just get incredibly aggressive here. Austin wasting no time at all. They've tried to force this enemy team back onto the backside of these domes. It's a Watson there. They don't care about the fence. They'll shoot you through it. Beautiful stuff.
Nice. Good win. Watson thought she was safe. She was definitely not.
The fence stops many things, but it does not stop bullets.
Yeah, it was only a solo Watson, it looked like, so just hiding in there waiting for another team, and they find her 18 kills, not the most, but still a win, and 18 kills is not bad if they can, they probably can get one more game off with the amount of time left, so. See if
I would say that's reasonable.
Yeah. She just dropped back in, obviously, and they're taking people out with an RE45. And,
as you do.
Just pistoling people, you know, early in the game.
Yeah, the old Sentinel RE45 combo there to start them off. You get what you can get, I guess, would be the way you'd describe it. Bottom left-hand corner, though, things, you know, going decently down there for OHP Black. Kind of in a bad space rotation-wise in terms of being in between games, though, I think you could say. Ooh, even as I say that, Bangalore knocked. That's not particularly great because our Intrepid Ghost here on the Wraith does not have any shields. Is forced to duck behind cover and pop the shield battery and runs. Now has shields, but we'll have to use a medkit almost immediately as well to even have a chance of getting back there and picking up the Bangalore banner. But still, 14 squads left in their game. Unless this ends right now, this is the only game they're going to get, I think, before we enter the grace period.
Yeah, and it's ouch.
Okay. Not the only game they're going to get before we enter the grace period then. Truth be told, might have almost done him a favor in that
That's not the worst thing that could happen. They're definitely going to be able to drop early and get some more kills, so fighting as a solo the rest of that game would probably gotten them less kills than if they restart anyway. So probably just a gift.
Very valid. Very valid. That being said, if that were to happen again when they drop in on the next one, they get to that mid-game stage and get picked, yes, then that would be an absolute disaster. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Top left, CFG just taking down some more teams with the alternator, and bottom right we also do have Insane with 4 squads left, pretty close. They are the kill leader too, and pushing another team with that R9.
Fair thing. They need to wrap this one up quickly though in that bottom right corner. Insane if they want to get a full game in on the backside of this, running the R99 Prowler combo again, and then you love to see it. They love to use it, and it's working pretty well there for MS, who finishes off 2 right there to secure those kills, pops the med kit, and we'll go bring up the big board here and or the big view here on them, and we'll see if they can just close this one out, as it were.
Yeah, 3 squads left, double-digit kills again. I'm seeing a lot of kills on these teams. Looks like OHP Black might be a little bit behind these other 3 teams. Don't know for sure, but I would have to say CFG probably holding first right now with their big 28 kill game that just happened. But, you know, this insane team, we saw them drop a bunch of kills before. So if they finish out this game and they can get probably these 2 last squad wipes, they could be in a good position to start another match, get some more kills. And it looks like they might be just jump padding and trying to push another team, trying to find it. The search begins, like you always say.
Yep, they did a great job. Again, still really impressed. They've been going for almost 3 hours here. So really impressed by the sheer distance that people are managing to generate off those Octane jump pads. That was really good. And not only that, jumped a building as well in the midst of all of that as they ride these zip lines up around these kind of prefab containers. Looks like they might go for this care package here. That's an interesting choice. I mean, usually I think you'd see teams treating that like bait in the kill race format. Generally, people just kind of happen upon care packages and take what they find in them. And it does look like they have decided that they're not going to wait around for that and just keep the momentum going. Shots coming in now, though, from Slay. Might have seen somebody up there on the high ground. Instead, they've got opponents pushing on the backside.
Close.
Oh.
Well, SMG totem. Revenant on the enemy team.
Always good how you can just tell right at the start.
Yep. And with that death totem already gone, they do have advantage. And yep, they'll get one down, pushing the other. It's like 2 are down, 1 has a self, and there it is. Just gonna take him out.
The brave little heal drone that could there, I think, trying to come in. And a moment of hesitation here from MS. I think he believes they might have been shot at from back on the carrying construction, and Slay kind of confirming that, and that sonar guarantees it 100%, but now they're going to start pushing up. Out comes the jump pad. Didn't quite get the knock yet, but over the top is MS dropping in on the backhand side. Prowler out almost immediately. Knocks one. Mirages everywhere. It's an absolute bamboozle. He stops there to just polish off the Bloodhound. Will get a brief stop there, reloads the gun and pushes in. There is a Mirage lurking around here somewhere. Not sure where.
Yeah, 2v1 though. Should be pretty easy for them. Yep.
Off screen. Written out of the story with an off-screen death. Tragic.
Yeah. That was a pretty funny jump pad though. He kind of just like bounced off the rock.
Yeah, no worries, NHD. Thank you so much for your guys' sponsorship on behalf of your org. Really appreciate NHG, of course, coming through with our big prize pool for today, providing the sponsorship for this matchup. Good stuff right there. Thank you so much from them as we go back up to the big board here. Looking around.
5 minutes until the grace period. So looks like all of our teams will be starting their match. So they will have 10 minutes, I believe, to fully get their match done. But if they go down one more time, that's probably it for them. So, and going down will be really tragic as these teams it's going to be really, really tight for this championship. But there's a lot on the line for these teams. So all been playing really good though so far.
Yes, money on the line. Moolah, pure moolah here. 10 squads left in this top right-hand corner, and I mean, this is looking like the last game this team will get to play. Not particularly great. Comes up over the top, has the Prowler out, gets the shots in. Good knock there. Unfortunately, still a teammate left. Gets 2. Well done by the absolute hair of his chinny chin chin. Gonna shield swap real quickly because he doesn't have a lot of life left. Wait, oh my god. I thought he was nearly thought he'd kill himself there for a second on that Octane. Just runs away as fast as he can. Needs to get a med kit out now. The odds of him... Yeah, a lot of teams in trouble.
Everyone is in trouble.
Odds of him getting that back in, ooh, it's a big squad elimination there from CFG in the top left-hand corner. That definitely, I think, going to set them back a little bit. Number 6 with 10 kills there. That is not great. Gonna have to run that back.
I mean, it was a pretty fast match, honestly. I believe it was like 10 minutes maybe, but they did get pretty low kills, so they got to load in. They can load in again one more time, so this match will count for them, but they got to go big. The Octane just walked right by a Wraith, looting at the box. Okay, thank you. He takes her down.
There we go. Yeah, just heads up play. Took a little bit of a break there. Got a little confused. Came back in. Had to put that one down. My bad. And it looks like CFG will try and queue in for one more. They do have time now, but we are coming down to just 4 minutes left before we enter the grace period. Once the grace period is in, you basically just get to finish up whatever game you are in, if you can, in the time, get it reported. So all these teams, I think, entering what should be their last game. Top right-hand corner, Sin Bravo, I think, in the most dangerous situation. Just the Octane left in their fight.
They are in a dangerous situation, but they also have 11 kills on Austin, so there's a lot of squads left, but you know this is already going to be a good kill game for them, so it's not too disappointing. Um, maybe maybe the Octane just chooses to eliminate here and maybe start another one, or maybe he goes for the res. Being an interesting choice, but yep, CFG going to load back in, and looks like bottom right we do have Insane fighting another team and getting some elims, and OHP 12 squads left, not too many kills for them, so.
Well, based on our leaderboard right now, things very close here. It should say CFG currently sitting in first place. They're being chased by Goated Squad, the Goats, and then Sin Bravo, who are all in the hunt. Insane, ISN, and OHP Black, who we also have on stream. Both of those right up there in the hunt, but not a lot here holding CFG on into this top slot. So this last game that they're queuing into here is going to be really something. And admittedly, you know, Llama World's Edge, not the kind of map you want to queue into if you don't have a lot of time, right? Because it does take so much time to finish out maps on this particular setup. Already going in and getting some kills here, but just keep an eye on everyone right now. Theoretically, all of these individuals are still in the hunt. Sim Bravo maybe feeling the pressure a little bit as well. They're definitely hanging around the second place spot too, and they did, I think, manage to res the Wraith back into that game, so they could get another win here.
Yeah, well, the other thing is Sin Bravo doesn't have this game in yet, and they also have like 11 kills on it. So this is a pretty big game. They have to get in. So if it comes down to it, they're probably just have to jump off the edge because they really, really need this game. It could push them over, but we'll see.
It should be worth saying, too, ladies and gentlemen, that, of course, whatever our leaderboard looks like here at the tail end of this event. Oh, no! Oh, that was nearly disastrous there for CFG in the top left-hand corner. Walked through the door, got immediately shot in the face right there. Fortunately, Lars was able to come in with that wingman and clean decks. What I was going to say before we had that rather unfortunate series of events on display for us there is even the leaderboard at the end of this event, the scores that we report, they are not theoretically the final scores. Our staff still going back through verifying reported games, maybe a little bit more reports to verify too, given that there was a bit of delay at the start due to some technical issues. So the actual winner will be announced on our Discord later tonight. We can just give you kind of the rough estimate of where teams are at before the final verification process does go through. Important to remember.
I believe in one of my other tournaments, there is a team that accidentally switched their damage and their kills numbers, so it said they had like 1,000 kills. And we're like, I don't think that's right.
No, probably not. Yeah, no, we do see kind of tiny little errors like that do happen, and people make mistakes, and definitely not implying that there's anything malicious going on, but people do sometimes make mistakes, and those do get caught on the back end. Still, I mean, all these games kind of barreling towards their conclusions here, and should all come under their mark. We are at 55 now, so we are officially into the grace period. So these teams just finish up the games that they're in, and this is the last score. They have to finish all of these matches within 5 minutes. For some of them, that could be easier than others. Watching Sin Bravo in the top left-hand corner, or right-hand corner there with 3 squads left in their match, they can finish that up. Top right-hand corner with 14 squads could be a little bit harder, truth be told.
Yeah. They're definitely going to walk away with kills. They need to either have like grenades ready or have like someplace to jump off just in case it gets down there, because there's probably no way they're going to finish it that fast unless like something miraculous happens and all the teams come at them or all the teams kill each other or something like that. But 2 squads left in our top right and at Sin Bravo, so
Sin Bravo just trying to close it out, get the win, get that dub, get it into the system, get the 14 kills that they're currently sitting on for Austin entered in there. Top left-hand corner, a nasty gunfight going on. Will end in a victory for the squad. It also gives them an opportunity to heal up. There's a death totem sitting right there. I don't think that belonged to anybody. They just murked, so questions being raised by the existence of that death totem, but keeping an eye on everything here right now as we just see how they close this one out. Good shots coming down there in the bottom right-hand corner and the bottom left-hand corner almost simultaneously as OHP Ghost manages to retrieve the respawn beacon there for his teammate. 3 minutes left now before the grace period. All of these teams still active, still playing. Need to finish out these games and get them reported.
Yeah, definitely. There's a Gibraltar just dropped on OHP Ghost, and he is running for his life now with no teammate.
OHP Ghost, I think, in one of the roughest situations here of any of them, doesn't even have grenades to kill himself if push came to shove, and with time running out, has to make plays. I don't think they're going to finish off 5 squads in about 2 minutes. That's a tall order for anyone, I would say.
But if you see, CFG is doing really good for themselves. For as short as a match this was, they already have double digit on large. So 11 squads left.
Gonna try and just close this out too. I mean, they need to end. Oh no, bad situation on the top right-hand corner for Sin Bravo. Absolute disaster coming out of the portal, immediately getting hit. It has to be a 1v1 here. The Revive coming out has the time to get it, and he gets it. Well done, securing that finish there right at the tail end. That'll be the last game for them today, but what a game to end on, Llama. Great job.
Yeah, crazy. And they're gonna have at least 14 from the Octane, and I don't believe him. Yeah. We're gonna see here. Oh wow, only 19. That's surprising, but
disappointing, to be honest. Sitting on that 14 kills, there was Austin. I think we all here in the production studio thought that they had a lot more. Probably not enough to secure them that second place slot, though definitely a worthy effort there, especially coming out on the side of Austin, who really put in the work there at the tail end. 2 minutes left now in the grace period. All of these games still to finish, and you've got to be thinking now, if you're CFG, is it suicide time? I guess you take it right up to the bitter end and get the report in. They're still looking for some more kills, though, Llama. They don't want to give this one up.
Yeah, this is super dangerous. If this fight goes too long, they could be in a lot of trouble. So they need to finish it like right. They have 1 minute.
Yeah,
to
probably
finish this fight
just take the cap. Take the cap. Just drop the thermite. Get out of there. There's not even any way that they can kill themselves. And CFG playing with fire right now. Maybe they've misunderstood the grace period. I'm not sure. They got one more kill, but they're running out of time. They really need to die. OHP also in a similar spot. The two of them still up. Again, need to go down here. Like, these teams need to go down. They do not have the time frame to do this.
Yeah, and we're gonna see shots come out, but I think they should just end it. Like, they shouldn't even heal up. This is just really bad.
Every moment they're just wasting time right now. Really need to close this one out. 5 minutes more for the grace period. Oh, apparently a little bit of a misunderstanding there on our end. This is not the grace period. It doesn't work the same way as the break. The grace period starts, I guess, at the top of the hour when we get down to the bitter end. So my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for forcing the drama there. Still a fair amount of drama, though. I mean, there's not a lot of squads left in these matches, and they do need to finish up. So, woo! We can all breathe a little bit. We can breathe a little bit easier here, knowing that there are those 5 minutes left. Grace period starting now. So, CFG just racking up the kills. OHP Ghost there getting their final championship of the day. I do believe that will be it. From OHP, and also congratulations OHP from having to make the jump from Mixer to Twitch. Welcome back to Twitch, my buddy there. 24 kills in that OHP game, so actually a really solid game coming out from OHP. Not sure if it'll be enough to catapult them up to the top, but or to the second place slot, but still nothing to be ashamed of there as they finish out with that. And best of luck there to OHP Ghost on his transition as well. Very unfortunate what happened with Mixer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, seeing 2 matches left, and that's all we got. But I really don't think anybody can catch CFG at this point with the sheer amount of kills they have just in this match and every other match. It'll be real close, but I think they'll take it. But still 5 squads left.
We'll watch CFG play this one out here, ladies and gentlemen. The other squad still in the hunt. Insane down there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screens before we went over to this close-up view. They're trying to close out a game as well, but CFG, currently the leaders, currently putting up a spectacular match and currently getting a great kill there with the R99. Goes in and just tries to finish off that knock, and there's really nothing that FaZe Grunwald not living up to the FaZe Clan tag, and I'm sure he'll be hearing from FaZe Clan management about his performance sooner rather than later, Llama. That was not great.
Yeah, he might be.
They have higher standards. Yeah, he's gonna get an angry phone call. I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna have to take FaZe Clan out of your name. I don't know though. He might not be an actual member of the FaZe Clan. It's just a hunch.
Maybe.
Just a hunch.
No way. I don't think anybody would lie like that.
No, who go on the internet and tell lies? People would actually do that? I don't know. Anyway, Lars rotating back towards Shex right now, and this duo has been unstoppable. I mean, CFG, of course, one of our great teams that we see in a lot of our kill race content, and they are some good players. really trying to close this one out here, and it's well within their capabilities to do so. Still, 3 squads left. Just keeping an eye on that time there, ladies and gentlemen, because they have about 2 minutes left before they have to record in 3 squads. CFG, of course, did have the now infamous incident with that lifeline earlier on where we were on them for about, I think, 3 or 4 minutes while they hunted for one person. And you're getting shades of that right here, Llama, truth be told. Flashbacks.
And yeah, we did fake the drama earlier when they had they actually had more time, but now the drama's real. They actually only have 2 minutes. I also like to thank
actually the drama is real, folks. There's not going to be an extension or anything else on the Grace time. This is it. This is absolute crunch time here as these shots coming straight down. They're fighting it out along the train line here. Keep in mind, though, Lars does have a thermite grenade in the pocket, so he at least can remove himself from the equation if need be. Actually dropping the thermite grenade there, I don't know if that's a symbol of him, saying that they're going to close this one out or what that was, but he might want to pick that back up, mate. You could use that. Oh, no, just leaving the match. Leaving the match. Oh, that's all right. Can't blame him for it. Can't blame him for it at all. A really solid end of game there, though, for them. Meanwhile, over on the bottom hand side, Insane trying to close this one out. They have 3 squads left as well. MS, they need to end. They have less than a minute left here.
Yeah.
So time's a ticking. There's a lava stream not far away from you boys, waiting for you. If you should choose. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, they're fighting.
Oh, they're fighting out. Oh, can he finish him off? No, the lava. The lava.
Oh, the lava. Go the lava.
Throw the jump pad. Take the jump pad into the lava. You're running out of time. They can't hear us because they speak French, I think. I don't know. There's other squads pushing them, though. They might be able to close this one out. They were gifted it. They were absolutely gifted it there at the end, Llama.
I don't think they got it in, though.
Oh, I don't know.
Big time's up.
Oh, tragedy.
Oh.
So close. Just about as close as that lava was there at the end. Oh, man.
Oh, hurts. That was a 25 kill game, first place game. That doesn't count.
Oh.
Wow.
Je ne sais quoi. I do not know. Terrible. Oh, well. C'est la Apex right there. C'est la Apex, as it were. A good play by them today, though, all over the deck. Amazing stuff from all of our teams, actually, today. We've had a really, I think, tip-top leaderboard here. Llama almost kind of happened organically outside the gate. These teams really put in the big performances.
There were we saw a bunch of wins, like more than I've ever seen in the tournament. We didn't see any costing gameplay or Jibby this tournament. A lot of Bangalore and a lot of Bangalore and interesting Octane. The Octane replacing the Pathfinder, it looked like. So see a lot of good matches from a lot of these teams. So good job to everyone that participated.
Final scores will be going in here. The leaderboard will be being updated, but like we did say earlier in the broadcast, obviously things still subject to review and evaluation, especially in light of some of the technical errors we had on the back end. All in all, though, great performances all around. I'm just going to wait for the leaderboard to load in here so we can give you an idea of where everybody stands. Once again, big thank you to NHG for sponsoring today's broadcast. Very much appreciated that you guys stepped up and helped out there, providing the prize pool for today's work. All 194 teams that were entered in today's tournament trying to get a piece of that prize. So thank you very much. Not Human Gaming right there. Big thank you as well. GG's everyone indeed, as we just wait for the final load. And at the moment, Sin Bravo, I think, is sitting at the top of the leaderboard, which is pretty impressive. Coming back at the end, I don't think CFG's last game has been updated, though, so they might be able to log that one back in. Then we have Goats and Goated, the Goats and Goated squad up in there in that top 5 mix, which is rounded out by OHP Black. So all those scores still provisional at this stage. Obviously, the leader and actual winner will be announced later on, but CFG sitting at 357 behind the 370 of Sin Bravo means that they might be able to catch him on the back of that last game that they just had.
That's still a lot of points. 370 is a very hefty number for a 3-hour tournament.
It is a hefty,
So-
hefty number there. They put in a great, goodly, bigly amount of games, should we say, and deservedly so. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It was the time difference. Yeah, it very well might be, but beautiful plays all around. And of course, thanks you all for participating. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. We do so love putting these kill race events on. Anyway, any final thoughts here for the audience, Llama, before we call it a day?
And I mean, just all the players did really good. Good job to anyone, even if they didn't place in the top 10. Everyone put their best gameplay out there. So good job to everyone that participated.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. A big thanks to all our staff behind the scenes, doing their best to handle some of the issues that we did have today and making it all run. And of course, our lovely producer, Skate Action, they're handling all the great production stuff and making sure that the broadcast portion went as smoothly as possible for today's event. And of course, thank you, like Llama said, to all our participants and of course, all of you viewers at home. And once more, great big thank you to NHG for providing today's prize pool. All sorts more action coming here from the CGL this week. You can catch the majority, or I think all of our PlayStation 4 Xbox multi-tier or PlayStation 4 multi-tier tournament finals coming for you on the channel. I'm so used to putting an Xbox in front of it after last week. It just happens almost organically at this point. But you can see all the action from Overwatch there. More Warzone kill races on the way for you, and more Apex events also coming up in the future. All sorts of interesting stuff, and you can find all of that at our website there, theconsolegamingleague.com, or in any one of our respective Discords. But from all of us here today in the production studio, thank you once again for joining us, and always stay safe.